Oh, there she is. There she is. Why did she make that look hot? Everyone do it.
We take it higher. Watch the bins, we tear them apart. You step out of line, we hit you hard. I think they run the show. Push your power where they shouldn't go. We call them out, no that you say. Respect the law, or did you all play? We write what we think, we speak the truth. Chase it down, we bring the proof. React, raw, no filter here. Beer and whiskey, we shift the gears. Chase the beer, chase the flame. We react, we bring the name. Don't run, they bring the light. It's all the crime. Shots fired, drink it down. We bring justice to your town. Beer, whiskey, no disguise. We react, we bring the name.
You know, going in circles. But this one, just picking this up now, seeing it travel through the Harvard Heights, Pico, Union area is what we saw earlier. So again,
folks, we're coming to you a little bit early tonight because we have a chase in LAPD that we're going to pick up on and run with. With that, I'm going to go ahead and roll this out as everybody filters in. We are going early for a live chase.
Bad boys, what you wanna do? What you wanna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you wanna do? What you wanna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you wanna do? What you wanna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you wanna do? What you wanna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you wanna do? What you wanna do when they
or other law enforcement like wraps it
Ow.
up.
Right. Yeah, we got to adjust some audio. My ears just exploded with that one. Wow. First time we've ever got to use it, and that was bad.
That's what certainly heightens the fright factor, so to speak.
What's going to be interesting is if he gets on the freeway, and what time is it now? 5:45.
Natasha, shut the fuck up, bro.
People are still out. I mean, I can't imagine the freeway is going to be any easier as we see him drive through that middle turn lane, as if it's its own lane, going through yet another intersection as those cars are stopped.
Yeah, and
yeah,
obviously right now
click
going
support.
under a bridge and
We may
overpass,
need to
so
re-record that with
always-
lower audio.
and coming out the other side, you always
Just
hold
a little
it
bit.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
they could
Like
be
50%?
making a getaway or at least trying to stop and potentially
Wow,
move
that
on
really
another
hurt.
vehicle.
Yeah. And you got
Good
the
news
end.
is the new in-ears were
That's where it gets
great.
tricky because you see that initial car move out of
Holy
the way because they don't want to
crap.
be part of it, and then another one sort of
Just
whizzes
come to a
by,
So this is an
and
armed
it gets
suspect, is
really,
what they're
really dangerous.
reporting.
But no, it's still.
He's
I mean,
been on the run for
still
just a few minutes.
moving
He hasn't been
forward.
running for
It's
long.
it hasn't the
Right.
vehicle here hasn't really exceeded, based on our initial views since when we broke in, about 40 to 50 miles an hour or so. It hasn't gotten to untold speeds.
And much of that is because of this traffic
Yeah,
and just how many
yeah.
cars they're having to maneuver. It's
Front
kind of,
passenger, everybody there was a
surprising
front
that we
passenger,
haven't
front
seen
passenger
a side
jumped into the
swipe or a
back
fender
seat.
bender or
So
something
you've got
of
two
that
occupants in
nature,
the car,
for as long as they've
supposedly
been
the
able
driver's
to be on
armed.
these streets and weave in and out of traffic, and you know, sometimes at times being in the opposite side of traffic, which we know
You
can
didn't
be
miss anything,
extremely
Natasha.
dangerous at any time, but specifically when there's this many cars on the road.
We also know that obviously the more you know brush up against those moments and avoid it, that's
Quit
just
being a
another
pussy
variable
and
you're adding
run.
to the equation, and the likelihood
Look
of
at this, I
something
come on so
like
quick, I
that
didn't even put
happening
my
and
background
running
on.
into another vehicle or crashing into a fence or a gate or somewhere else does heighten if you just continually push the envelope in terms of luck. But there's no clear, you know, as Adam's normally, it's just not. There's no indication really based on how this car is driving right now, or specifically
good
now in
thing
South
it's not
LA,
on the internet
a specific
forever.
direction to indicate
Yeah.
what exactly they're doing. Again, we don't really know if it's one or two people in the car or more. We haven't gotten any sort of up close look or anything. We just know so far, if you're just tuning in, that
I'm surprised
LAPD
Natasha
is
isn't
in pursuit
complaining
of
that
this
it
white
got
Camry
boring
that we're
already.
seeing, giving you a live look from SkyCal here, and that the driver or the want here in this particular case is assault with a deadly weapon. So those are the details we have confirmed so far.
Right.
Obviously working to pick up how this actually got started to begin with, or where it got started, and sort of map things out a little bit better.
Yeah, it was interesting there as we saw them take that route yet again.
Just
in the
out- yeah,
turn
it's-
lane.
they're in city, so it's
LAPD
still
seems
just
to be kind of
LAPD.
mirroring their you know, what
Oh,
they're
they
doing.
were on 10. It
They're
could-
getting in
could
those
be,
turn lanes as well. You got to hope that people
be
are paying
CHP.
attention. Obviously, this is not what you expect on a just, you know, random Sunday
But they're slow in
afternoon.
reacting to all
But
these,
this is
actually.
where things get
Are
interesting
you live,
because,
or
yeah,
did
I
you
mean,
start
these
from the
cars can
beginning?
only do so much. You can see some trying to
Believe
get out
I'm
of this
live. Let
guy's
me
way,
double-check
but
that.
LAPD right there on their tail. So we'll see if they get on the freeway at
And
some
so
point.
far, I was going to say, we've only seen one cruiser so
Yep, we're
far. Did
live.
we see a second?
Yep,
I thought I
yep.
saw a third tailing back as well.
was on the
And
one
now
pad
this
for a
seems
bit
to be the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're counting 3, and then there's a 4th coming in on the back, and now a 5th. So
Wow,
very,
yeah,
very
string
much,
of-
and then a
Look at that,
6
1,
as
2,
well.
3,
Another
4,
interesting
5,
point
6
to note here. So we know
LAPD
that they
units.
are wanted for assault with a deadly weapon, but important for our viewers to know that, you know, we still haven't figured out if LAPD knows that this person is still armed, if they maybe ditched that weapon or what. But this could still potentially be a very dangerous person that could have a weapon in this car, which is why maybe we're seeing, at least at some points in this
not trying to
chase,
run real
LAPD
fast.
kind of give them a little bit of room.
Not working too
not
hard
right
at
on
it,
their
are
tail
they?
like we've
And
seen
we've been told by law enforcement before that that's exactly right. That the dynamics change if you know or don't know that a suspect has a weapon.
Doing
that's
moderate
you're not
speeds,
gonna
it
see
can last a lot
vehicles.
longer
A lot
'cause
of
you
law
don't
enforcement
burn through the
vehicles get
gas.
right up close to the driver's side window or anything for risking in order to risk the an officer's
Waymos.
safety. So they're more willing to let the driver in this case, the suspect in this case, either tire themselves out,
Yep.
drive themselves out,
Run out of gas.
and maybe run out of gas. Like it becomes a bit of a waiting game to a certain extent, but there's a tricky balance to manage between obviously safety, and that's the priority for everybody else involved. When you have buses, you have other vehicles, you have pedestrians, and it seems like now it's
Coming to a stop.
coming to a stop here, almost as if it's abiding by traffic.
It does look like something is, you look at the back window there, Gio. I don't know if you can see this, but it almost looks like either something's been shot into or, you know, thrown through. You got to wonder if, you know, LAPD, and maybe I'm just seeing a reflection of something that looked like holes in the back of that, white Camry. So maybe not from a different angle, but
looks like a
certainly
tail
as this moves through
broken.
South LA, people need to be
J-Rock,
aware of
you in
danger.
here?
I'm being told we also have retired Police Sergeant Patrick O'Malley on the line. I want to check in. Patrick, can you hear us okay?
Yes, I can.
First off, thank you so much for giving us a few minutes of your time this evening. What are you seeing so far, and what do you know, or what can you fill us in terms of the logistics of a situation like this that we're looking at right now?
Well, you both have touched on it a little bit. This is something that seems to be pretty serious. Assault with a deadly weapon. We don't know what the weapon is at this time.
Is he a Fox
but
sportscaster?
by watching the pursuit so far and the fact that LAPD has
I think
all
he's
of
in
these
jail right
units
now, isn't he?
involved,
No, he's in the
we
hospital.
can
He went to the
almost
hospital in
assume
critical
that
condition.
It could be a gun.
The
way the vehicle
Both of them.
looks, but
Both of them? Oh,
it's
okay.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
clearly a very serious.
Because he got
Well,
stabbed
incident.
multiple times in the torso.
And it appears
The old man that
obviously
he
a
fucked
felony
with
is
fucked him
involved.
up good.
Patrick, we're watching now as he's getting on the freeway for at least the first time since we have seen, as we have dipped into coverage here. I mean, talk about the dynamics. Obviously, geography in Los Angeles for chases like this makes such a difference, but also time of day. I mean, it's almost 6 o'clock. Even though it's a Sunday, it's still busy. I mean, what right now changes as we watch this car now get on a freeway where we could see speeds, you know, continue to increase here?
Well, and that's
There he goes. Now he's
kind
taking
of
off.
concerning and
Yep.
Oh,
something
never
that
mind. That was the
LAPD really takes into
helicopter
account
fucking around.
is the people in the area, the pedestrians, the time of day, the traffic. They don't like to be involved in these pursuits unless they absolutely have to, and they like to just kind of put a helicopter up above it and follow it from there. But seeing this
No,
one,
LAPD's
and
lazy
with
as fuck. That's why
LAPD
they don't
on
like
it,
to
and
get
it looked
involved.
like at one
CHP
time
will
Yeah.
it
fucking
had
come on
as
like
many
a
as
fucking
7 units behind
cannonball.
it looks like
When they
something that
decide to
will
actually
stay with
do it.
now, and at this point they'll probably just notify CHP.
They just need to bring in Trooper
And I was
Bird.
going to jump on that point perfectly segue.
That motherfucker ought to have an assigned
how does the dynamic
C-130
of
and these
CHP get
parachutes
involved in
and
terms of
cruise
evaluation, in terms of
out
logistics,
fucking lands.
in terms of handoff?
Did those old
when do they
fast
start
drops
getting
they did
looped
from
in,
the
and
C-130
how
with
does
his
that
troop, with his
transition, so
car?
to speak, work
Yeah.
if and when it does become a transition?
We're calling in
Well,
Arkansas
most
State Patrol.
departments
Trooper Bird is
will
inbound.
Notify CHP when they get onto the freeway, and then CHP will want to take
Those who
over
don't
the
know,
pursuit
Trooper Bird out of
completely
Arkansas State
or
Police
not at
is
all.
legendary
So,
when
in
it comes to
this
pit
case
bulls.
here, it looks like it
Yeah.
has to be some type of very serious incident, possibly a
Dude's
shooting.
got his own playlist.
And LAPD may want to stay with this, but knowing LAPD policy and how they work, I could still see them handing this off to CHP.
Don't run from the
and then
cops in
CHP
Arkansas.
would take it over.
No.
They'll
completely,
hit anything.
and
They don't
LAPD
care
would
what
back
you're
out.
what you're.
They don't even care if you're
Hey,
the
we're
one they're
watching
chasing.
right now, as you
Yeah.
said, just so
Shit.
many of those units are now behind this car on a busy freeway. I mean, what is
That was one of the
happening
best
right
fucking
now as
videos.
LAPD is
He
making the
comes
decision,
flying in,
you
pits
know,
the
how to
car, and you hear
handle
over the
this when
radio, wrong
obviously
car, wrong
They're
car.
thinking of other people's safety as well as, of course, those officers, and it being unpredictable of if this person, you know, still has a weapon. What's going through the heads of these officers right now in making sure that they're safely continuing this down a busy
They're
freeway?
thinking, thank God I ain't got to respond to no
Well,
domestics
and
for the
as you
next
can
hour.
see, most
Yeah.
police pursuit policies indicate or dictate two patrol units and a supervisor. So you usually have about
They
3
must
units
be
in a
hitting LA
pursuit.
airspace,
So you can see in this pursuit
shooting it
that
at that
as
low
many
end
as
of an
7
angle.
or 8 units, it looked like.
I tell you for
that
sure they're in LA.
They
'cause look
take
at the
into
smog.
account how many people are in the car and the seriousness of the offense. So with all of these units involved, it's either due to the weapon that's in the car.
Wonder if they have
and
any
has already
fires in
been
the area
used,
right now.
or the number of people that are in the car. And both of those I have not heard any details of.
Right.
Understood. And I just want to make clear for our viewers at home, the reason right now, as you take a look at SkyCal Live, and it's getting a little foggy and we're very zoomed in and trying to play with our exposure there on the camera, is because we're coming up, or rather right on the edge of LAX airspace,
Right.
so we have the restriction there. And obviously,
Yeah,
as that
that's what
pursuit
I thought.
continues, if it keeps going in that direction, it might prove to be difficult for us unless it starts swinging back
Yeah.
around. So obviously, if we have to vacate this area, or rather just come off of the pursuit for a bit in order to reestablish where they are, we'll continue to keep an eye on it, and then if it swings back around, we'll obviously put SkyCal right back on top. But this is why right now it seems a bit foggy, tricky to make out what exactly is going on. But just in case anybody is just tuning in right now, obviously we have retired Police Sergeant Patrick O'Malley on the line with us, but LAPD is in pursuit of a white Camry. That was the vehicle that was on screen a few minutes ago. The driver wanted for, or the suspect rather, wanted for assault with a deadly weapon, hence the seriousness of the situation and why at certain points we were seeing upwards of 5, 6, maybe 7 LAPD vehicles in pursuit of this car. We don't know if it's just one person in the vehicle or 2 people in the vehicle, but once again, we are nearing up on that LAX
Yeah.
airspace restriction, so that's why it's so difficult to see. In terms of what happens next here, I mean, you know, Patrick, we just get kind of in this loop of it seems like it's a waiting game, right? Or you're just rather, there's a tricky balance between safety with regards to those on the roads that have
Good
nothing
Lord,
to do with this
dude, pop
pursuit,
out on the other
safety of
side
officers
already.
as well, but also trying to get this suspect apprehended as quickly as possible. How does that balance, how do you manage
Yeah,
that
we jumped in
balance
early 'cause
something
of a
like this,
high-speed
which is
chase
very,
out of
very
LA.
serious, as you pointed out before, but then also you have to manage everything else that comes with it?
Yeah, and that's the whole key is adrenaline and stress, you know, between the watch commander at the station, the field sergeants that are trying to run the pursuit, and, you know, second by second, they're evaluating what's going on, you know, the crime that took place, locating the victims of the crime to make sure,
How about we just
you know,
locate
they
the
have
car?
the right car.
That'd be great.
You know, all of those factors are taken into account to continue the pursuit,
Yeah.
to hand off the pursuit, or, you know, notify other agencies or the other departments or jurisdictions within Los Angeles Police Department. So that's all going on right now. And then getting, you know, 1 or 2 possibly helicopters up above it. And it may be other agencies' helicopters that'll try to get up above it too. But right now, they're in that airspace that's going to make it hard for everybody.
Yeah, and because of that, Patrick, we are going to go ahead and, you know, come back with our viewers here on KCAL CBS Los Angeles Channel 2 when we are able to get back over that pursuit safely. Of course, you talked about that airspace. Just makes a huge difference in our ability to follow this pursuit. So while we do that, we are going to go ahead and just appreciate your time, appreciate your insight here. Oh, is this, yeah, this is earlier. So looking at the right-hand side of your screen, if you're just now joining us, following that pursuit that started in Pico Union and is now heading into South Los Angeles.
So we'll keep tabs on this. We'll circle back. Patrick, thank you again for your time. We appreciate it, and we'll circle back down the road.
Well, son of a bitch. We go live early for a high-speed chase, and they bounce off it. Doesn't that just figure?
Okay. We're watching the live police chases channel here, so they're still hanging in there. So they're
Well, everybody,
tracking the birds.
welcome to Aholes React. I am Whiskey 77. The hefty fella above me is 3 beers. What's going on, beers?
Yeah. just a chase. Just
Yeah.
a chase. Got a lot of crazy stuff to go over for this from this week.
Oh my God, we got Nick Sorter, James Comey, ANTIFA bullshit. We got a little
Yep.
bit of the shutdown. We've got Senior Jeffries and Senior Schumer. Des Moines, Iowa, been a lot of developments in that. Holy crap. We'll get into all that. Hopefully they pick this chase up, though. I'm kind of hoping to get this guy back up.
Yeah.
But
How it goes
anyway,
with chases, though, they'll get it taken care of while off camera.
I'll tell you what, why don't you go ahead and pull that down? I'm going to pop up Twitter, too, I've got.
Okay.
That way we can...
I'll keep monitoring it in case it comes back.
change screens up here. We were just hanging out in Discord, and then we're like, well, shit, let's go. Pull this back over here, close this out. There we go. Oh, let's see. Let's do some time killer here. Oh, this one I thought was great. This one fits in with it. Let's go start with this. As I said, I'm Whiskey 77. This is Three Beers. This is Assholes React, or otherwise known as Aholes React, on Twitter, YouTube, and Rumble every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Just two Gen Xers with plenty of opinions, none of them good. Don't give a shit about your feelings. We just we don't do nothing too terribly serious once in a while. Otherwise, we look at current events and things going on in the world today, sit back and laugh at it. And while we're hoping they pick this chase back up, I found this earlier today and I thought it was fucking funny. Let's see here. All about Gen X.
Let me tell you this. One thing you can't do is try to make a Gen X to do something. It ain't gonna go well for you. Understand? You're gonna get cussed out in the best way we know how. And here's why. We've been grown since we were 6. We got one set of instructions that governed our whole life. And it went a little something like this. Put this key to the house around your neck. Don't lose it. Because if you do, I'm going to whoop your ass. When you get out of school, let yourself in. Lock the door. And don't open it for nobody. Because if you do, I'm going to whoop your ass. Fix yourself something to eat. And don't burn my house down. Because if you do, I'm going to whoop your ass. There's a blank check on my dresser. I want you to fill it out for Sears Roebuck for $67.17. Take that check, put it in an envelope, and go mail it. Don't lose that check. Because if you do, I'm going to whoop your ass. We done did everything from buying cigarettes and alcohol with a note at 8 to driving your drunk ass uncle home sitting on some phone books at 11. Maybe that was just my uncle. We Gen X, born 30, still 30, and gonna die 30. So don't try to make us do something. Bust your motherfucking head, that's what we'll do.
Okay, and we picked up the chase again.
All right, here we go.
Obviously not slowed down and are
Back
not
to the
deterred
chase.
with all of those LAPD officers. This has been going on though for quite some time, so you have to wonder, you know, if this person is running out of gas at some point. Of course, this car could go.
Oh, you've
you know,
only
for
been going
who knows how
15
long,
minutes.
But this has
I was
been
going to say,
something
he's
that we've been
been
tracking
doing
now
it.
for
Like,
at
I
least
think the fastest
20 to
speed
30
they had
minutes.
recorded, I was like
and
60.
who knows when exactly it started, but since
Exactly.
we jumped on it, yes,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. It's been about 30 minutes or so. At one point, we had to pause our coverage of the pursuit because we were in that LAX airspace restriction. It became so difficult to zoom out and maintain a steady eye on it that we sort of regrouped, and now we're in a position here toward
I don't know if
Westchester
that's smoke or
now
dust.
we are
Good
able to
Lord.
get back
Yeah,
over
it's
it once
definitely
again. And you
hazy
see
in
that white
California
camera there
today.
in the middle of your screen going 60 to 70 plus miles an hour.
Puff,
And,
puff, pass. Are you over there in
we
California
saw
filling up the air?
At least one unit more or less directly behind. I mean,
Yeah.
we've sort of seen the established procedure here as we were talking to retired police sergeant Patrick O'Malley a few minutes ago. He was telling us that obviously the dynamic
got
becomes
at least one
that much
unit.
more difficult
Right.
when you're in this situation.
And it's, I mean, it's busy. Like we're looking
Yeah.
right now at the freeway. I mean, this is not an empty freeway that this guy's driving on in the middle of the night. I mean, this is in the
Why the
middle
fuck
of,
are they going so
you know,
slow?
6 o'clock traffic on a Sunday where people have been out and about. And so
Trying
you
to
have
avoid
wonder,
this,
too,
trying to
what
avoid
is
that speeding
going through
ticket.
this guy's head. How desperate is he to get away? What will he do in order to weave in and out of that traffic so that LAPD does not have a chance?
He ain't doing no
to
weaving at
swoop
all,
in and
lady.
do
What the
whatever
hell
they
you
need to do
talking
to try
about?
to bring this to a safe end. But you know, as we're looking at
Goddamn
you know,
party bus
the
over there is
cross
about
streets
ready to
here,
pass his
Sepulveda
ass.
Boulevard, the Westchester area, as Gio said earlier, but this started in Pico Union, and we've just seen this car not slow down, not be deterred at any point. As
Not slow down.
To be staying
He's hit
pretty
like
close.
50
And
mile an
we were
hour.
wondering earlier if they were going to hand this off to CHP.
Yeah,
as
he's
you
just
said,
trying to get off the
retired,
freeway now.
Sergeant, kind of weighing in what exactly happens they take
I
a
think
case
that's
by
just a
case
split.
scenario here, but it appears LAPD is wanting to stay with this one. I mean, Patrick, thanks for being here again. Talk to us. You know, this is something that obviously you were very familiar with in the days of you being a law enforcement officer. Talk to us about the process right now as we see this car, you know, really not be deterred in this pursuit.
Just hazy with no chance of contact.
Well, and as we talked about, you can see that LAPD has stayed with the pursuit, and they have all their units, their helicopter, at least one or two up above it. The problem is now it's probably going to head into the LAX area. So right now, all of LAX police.
He's going right back into LAX.
Security is
Are you
being
serious?
advised, you know, if it ends up in that exact area and runs into their parking lots or their garages or, you know, within the terminal to be ready for it. So they're notifying all the surrounding agencies and just continuing on with the pursuit.
Wow.
I was going to say, based off that, because this is now the second time we're coming up on that LAX airspace restriction, how much more difficult, or rather, does it even make it easier because of the amount of security, the amount of surveillance, everything else that is around that airspace and just the airport in general? Does it make communication easier or more difficult when it comes to a pursuit that is now entering into that area?
Well, the biggest problem is a lot of times you lose your air support or your immediate air support because they have to get clearance for everything. So in terms of the internal components of LAX, he doesn't have much of a chance in there because the ground units, and you saw how many, and there could be even more now. I saw more moving from the east and the west of where the pursuit is to get.
There's not a lot of places you can go, even though that's a huge complex. There's not a lot of places that a regular vehicle can go.
You can tell there's probably at least 10 units in this pursuit now, so they're taking it very seriously, possibly armed, and they're going to treat it that way all the way until the end. The problem is if you get into a very populated area like the LAX terminals, it brings in a whole different set of factors in terms of the safety of everybody around if he was to run in there with a gun.
I mean, based on what you're seeing right here, I mean,
is he going the wrong way?
That,
Oh, no,
again,
okay,
stops at another red light. Going to blow right through it. Obviously, LAPD very close behind is going to follow this guy.
Although I think he missed the ramp of the terminals.
What is the MO right now for someone
he's
who
heading back out again.
Seems to have no fear, but is also not necessarily you know, waving a weapon or shooting at officers? But what are officers deciding on whether to put those spike strips down or do a pit maneuver, especially when we see those red lights? At least bring him to a slow, you know, stall, if not a complete stop. What makes that decision of, okay, now's the time to try to bring this guy in?
Well, if he's armed,
California is a
could
shithole.
possibly be used, but more than likely they don't want any officers or any civilians, you know, within eyesight to the front of the vehicle. So once you involve a pit maneuver with an armed suspect, they end up facing directly at you, and that's the last thing you want. So pit maneuver, if this is an armed individual that did a shooting already, that they're not going to be utilizing that maneuver. So they'll probably at this point be riding it out and have a whole bunch of units in the area, you know, when it comes to an end.
Yeah, because at this point now, just basing it off of the part one, part two, so to speak, situation of this. Once again, just a reminder for viewers, it looks like we're right up on that restriction. So this is why sometimes you'll see a clear view of the vehicle and other times not, just because we
can only go so far.
Exactly, and it just becomes that much more difficult to have a handle on the situation. But this has happened before, and then we were able to reset. And that brings me to sort of my next observation / question is that in the part one of this pursuit, when we first broke in, we were seeing surface streets, we were seeing there's some video from earlier, just going through intersections, traffic, speeds no more than 40 to 45 miles an hour. And now the dynamics have changed to the point of being on the freeway. And Patrick, it goes to your point where here, I mean, is it just a waiting game? Is that really what it is? And just hoping that the suspect or suspects either make a mistake on their own, especially because of that #1 variable of assault with a deadly weapon, that you just don't want to risk that at all in any scenario?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They're doing a lot of investigative work behind the scenes because if the car isn't stolen, they possibly know who it is. They possibly know where the vehicle comes back to. They possibly know where the suspect lives. So that's all things that are being worked on behind the scenes and getting units into certain areas if he's heading in the direction of those addresses.
I wish we
or
could get a
he's
better
just
picture on that
working,
rear tail
on
light.
the termination of this part of the pursuit. But I have not heard any more details on the specifics of if it was actually a shooting or where it started at, but just by the number of units really says a lot about the seriousness of the crime that occurred and how serious LAPD is taking this.
You know, we haven't been able to confirm either if there's 1 or 2 people inside that vehicle, but we were hearing potentially there's 2. I mean, what dynamic changes when you're talking about somebody that could be in that passenger seat, either, you know, making calls, you know, we've seen some in crazy situations where they've had people, you know, set up and ready to go, a getaway car, so to speak, where they pull into one of those overpasses.
We've seen
or
that.
under one of those
That was a great
overpasses and are
chase.
able to kind of
Remember
get,
that when the
into
dude
another
fucking
vehicle,
rendezvous with
whether
another
that's
guy,
carjacking or
jumped vehicles and
something,
took
like,
off?
Oh,
prearranged or planned. How does
didn't we
that
watch one
dynamic
where it
change,
was like
though, from
3
there just
different
being one
times?
person in the
Yeah.
vehicle versus 2?
Then there was a one where the
and
mini
the
bike
other thing,
squad
we have
showed
a
up
lot
to
of
help him
stolen
out.
vehicle pursuits,
Oh,
and
what's
the main
that?
focus of the stolen
One
vehicle
car
is
is
just
a
the driver.
cube-ish
The
thing.
one I try to identify
The
other people,
gerbil
but
car?
most of the time, in terms of the crime,
Yeah, I
it's gonna be
think
filed.
so.
It's
They're like
Zion?
the
chasing
driver.
one, then
So we
another
have a shooting
one just like
that's
it
involving a
came
vehicle, and you
running
have
in from the
multiple people.
side,
The focus is
dodged
everybody
around
in
and
the
took
vehicle.
off.
So you that's why there's so
That's
many units.
Zion.
behind it.
We used to call it
You
the
know, that's
toaster car.
why they
Oh,
are
yeah.
following it and taking it so seriously, is because they would like
Hey,
to
AG,
get
how you
everybody in
doing?
the vehicle in custody. So, you know, and they probably don't know if there's.
We're going to follow
more
this
than
chase for a
2
little
or how
bit, but
many
we
are
do
in
have
there,
a
and
hell
if
of
they
a
saw
show
them
for you
get into the
tonight,
car, it looks
Oh,
like it has dark tinted windows.
including
So, you know, that's where they're just
something very, very
taking into
special
account
that I know a
the
lot of our
safety
regulars are
everybody in
going
the
to
area, the safety of the
absolutely
public,
love.
and the safety of the officers that are directly behind it.
Yeah, we haven't been
We
able
have
to
kept
get
this
a
one under
clear
wraps.
view
There's
right
only
now
3
as,
people that know of its
going under a
existence.
couple overpasses here as we loop back
It
around.
will be
Still in the
revealed to you
Westchester
tonight. I
area, so
know,
we
I
haven't
know.
really left
Ag, you're going to
this
love
in the
this.
last few minutes
J-Rock,
or
you're
so,
going to
but,
love it.
to Patrick's point, we haven't seen a clear view
Barrel's
because
gonna
of those
love it.
tinted windows of how many people
2.0
are
and Sean are
exactly
gonna
in the
love it.
vehicle. We just know that it could be 2,
You know,
it could be
Alaskan,
1, but
Sula.
obviously assault with a deadly weapon being the number 1 want, and here you go. Now you're
Hit
bowling
that
over
like
the 80
button,
mile
throw
an
a
hour
comment in
mark, and
chat.
it
Let us
seems,
know it's here. So we can.
like
So
not that they see
YouTube
this
knows
as a
we
getaway,
exist.
but now
More of
just
y'all
sort of speeding
comment,
up.
like,
So,
and share this. More people we get
Patrick,
in.
I guess my next question for you would be, because you mentioned this earlier, as to, you know, when that transition, if a transition even happens between LAPD or CHP, is there any particular reason why or why not CHP would want to take over a particular pursuit or would not want to take over a
Well, he's
particular
picking
one, or
up
is it
speed.
really just a case-by-case basis?
Starting to get desperate.
CHP is always ready to take over a pursuit.
Okay.
It's
No, they're
just
not.
that they're, you know, they want the entire pursuit. They don't want LAPD units mixed in the middle. It comes down to communication issues, tactical issues.
Yeah, they're like
training
LAPD,
issues.
get the fuck out of the way.
So if they get the
No,
word
Natasha, we
LAPD
don't
wants to
have
hand it off to them,
any
they'll be ready.
pictures of
But in
Wheelhammer's
some
feet.
situations like this one, the seriousness of the crime, the
Exactly.
availability,
They're like,
the-
what?
the familiarity with the area, it's clear that LAPD wants to keep their hands on this one and
J-Rock,
handle it
if you
from
wanted
start
to send a
finish.
picture of your
Talk
feet
to
over
us
to
about where
Farrell,
we're
she'll
heading
take
right
them.
now. The exit, it
Oh,
looks
I'm
like
sure
from
she would.
Westchester to Norwalk now.
Based
going
off my
east on the
experiences
105.
today,
I
she'll
mean,
also
what
take
right
pictures
now
of
at
your
this
legs in the
time of
shower.
day, 6:11, you know, on a Sunday where it's not an
That's
empty
what I'm
street
saying.
here. I mean,
That's
you've
what I'm
been in
saying,
the,
Pup Pup Pass.
decision-making,
You don't
seat
understand the
where
trauma
there's
that I now
a
carry
lot
up
of
and what
things
I had to
happening, as
see
you
earlier
said,
today.
behind the scenes. But talk us through some of those questions that they're asking themselves right now as we see this car reach upwards of 85 to almost 90 miles an hour. What decisions are having to be made right now as we sit on this
Gonna
and
need
see
some
this
deep
continue to
intensive
stretch on?
therapy after that thing today.
Well, as you can see, the best place for this pursuit or a lot of pursuits to be is on the freeway. You're not
Discord
dealing
group
with
I
red
hang
lights,
out
you're not
with,
dealing with
it's a
pedestrians,
bunch of
you're dealing
mentally
with
deranged
your
people.
just normal
I'm just there to
flow
save
of
their
traffic
souls. I'm the
and
nicest guy
not
in there.
a heavy amount of traffic. So this is a perfect place for them to have the pursuit, and they would love to keep it here. It's when it gets off on the side
Well, he's
streets
breaking
and you start
70
dealing
finally.
with all those other elements where the decisions are made to either continue the pursuit or cancel the pursuit or just follow it from the air.
Yeah, and right now it seems to have slowed down a little bit. And a lot of the times when we're seeing the slowdown, it's really just because of traffic.
Yeah.
It's just because we've been drawing attention to the fact for 30 plus, almost 40 minutes now that it really is just, it's crowded, right? It's on a Sunday night, and you know you're going to have people out and about. But it does make it easier, obviously, on a highway when you have just an untouched stretch of road and you don't have to worry about pedestrians or potentially slamming into stopped cars that are waiting at a red light, because we've certainly seen that before. But right now, just
If
based
they get him
on
into a
the
traffic jam,
immediate, it's
LAPD
just
might.
been
Well, no,
consistent
LAPD
so
won't
far.
put the
You have the vehicle
spikes out
coming up
because
on,
they think he's
on
armed.
some pretty bumpy traffic here, just briefly, and at least 2 units behind. We know we've seen many more behind those two as well. So this just turns into a bit of a wait and see approach as we're in the North Hawthorne area, still going east on the 105. You know, there doesn't seem to be anything else that draws attention to any other type of any change necessarily to the procedure here. It's been rather consistent this entire
Well, it's interesting too, because we come into a moment like this, you know, Patrick, as we're watching traffic crawl here. I mean, are they just going to sit there and let this guy kind of weave his way through? I mean, this is fascinating to watch. This is probably the slowest we've seen it, at least on a freeway here. And it's going to be interesting if this guy has nowhere to go. You can see, okay, we're zooming in.
Rolled
The
his window
was
back
just
up.
rolled down. That person in the passenger seat, unclear, you know, why they rolled the window down. But this is the closest picture we've gotten of actually seeing that it does appear there's somebody in the passenger seat of this car there in that yellow shirt.
Yeah, so we can see, we know for a fact it's at least two, right? Because
yeah.
there's a driver, and then now having seen the passenger side window roll down and someone in that seat as well. So we know there's at least two. Once again, to catch
two
everybody up
occupants,
as we're
possibly
approaching,
armed individual.
6:15 here on
There's an aggravated
CBS Channel
assault
2,
got
in case you haven't seen the
being
beginning
chased.
of our breaking news
We're
coverage
about,
on this pursuit.
35
LAPD
minutes into this
continues
chase.
to be behind this white Camry that's in the middle of your screen. Obviously, we have SkyCal overhead. We have had to pause a couple of times because of LAX airspace restriction, but that not really a concern at the moment, though it now looks like it's back on the 105 West. So it looks like kind of turning back around to the direction that we started on.
Back in Inglewood, too. We've seen him cross through Inglewood
we know that the
before.
suspect is wanted for assault with a deadly weapon. So that is the main, we have confirmed that detail, and that is obviously what is defining this pursuit so far, because a lot of the questions that you tend to ask, including ourselves, is that why not use spike strips, why not use a pit maneuver? But as Patrick O'Malley has told us, retired police sergeant, that is a complicating factor, because safety has to be the priority for officers and for everybody else on the road, and the last thing you want is to come face to face with someone who may have a gun or something else in that scenario. But Hunter, to your point, this is right now the slowest as it starts slowly picking up speed again, right? Because traffic now becomes the other variable in this pursuit as well.
And it's the unpredictability here, Patrick. I gotta imagine this guy has, you know, for the most part, no fender benders, no side swipes. We saw him on surface streets to start this pursuit in the Pico Union area when it first got started before it moved to the freeway. But for the most part, it does appear like this guy is not necessarily being reckless in the sense of, you know, crashing into cars or anything like that, but still reckless.
I don't know what he expects to gain at this point. Like, it just eventually you're going to have to give up.
It does not appear that they're going to be surrendering or letting up, at least, you know, of their own accord, maybe run out of gas or accidentally crash. But I mean, how
you ain't going to accidentally crash at 50 miles an hour.
Pursuits like this at this time of day in this location, moving again along Van Ness Avenue. I mean, how common is it to see these pursuits last this long with LAPD still what appears to be the lead on this investigation?
That's a stupid question, lady.
So far, it just seems like the suspects are going with whatever flow of traffic they come into.
Right.
So they speed up when there's not as much traffic. When there's traffic, they kind of just slow it down and go along with the pace of traffic. LAPD isn't putting a lot of pressure on the suspect vehicle. You can see that usually the first unit is a little distance back. So, you know, they are keeping in mind the safety of the public. Hopefully that by not getting right up on his bumper, they're giving him maybe a little bit of room to not have to speed so much or drive so recklessly. So, yeah, right now they're just going to ride this one out, and, you know, hopefully that he keeps going until he runs out of gas. Or, as you said, he's kind of heading back to the original place where it started. So he might try to get to a familiar area where some friends are, you know, and they can try to bail from the car. But for now, that's what LAPD is just going to ride it out, and hopefully it ends safely.
Yeah, right now, as we continue to keep an eye on this, it looks like going east on the 105 in Inglewood, but Inglewood has been one of the, you know, right in that immediate area. It's been Inglewood, it's been Hawthorne, it's been Westchester, so you're not going around too much, hence why we've also had to pause a couple of times with the LAX airspace restriction, considering that that's where the airport's right there as well. This started up a little bit in the Pico Union area on those surface streets about 40+ minutes ago or so, and now we've been sort of hanging around here in this particular region now in South LA. So you're right, it starts turning into a situation where, like many other pursuits, you start buying time for yourself if you're the suspect and try to find areas that you're familiar with. I'd be curious to see, and Patrick, I'm curious if this is something that is attributable to past pursuits as well, where often you'll see them, as you pointed out, going back to familiar areas on those surface streets, jump on the freeway and just try to ride it out. Is there any chance here that you could see them try to get back on a surface street and then try to, you know, maybe call a buddy or bail out in some direction? Because right now we're seeing some traffic try to slow them down. Because I bring that up only because it's so rare that patience lasts that long for suspects. At some point, impatience we tend to see starts breaking through sooner or later.
Yeah, and you know, like we've touched on, I think he's heading now back to the exact area that he came from. I think we were on the 110 before when we had to go around
the 110.
So it'll be interesting to see if he ends up right back in the Pico Union area or what happens. But these areas where there's a lot of traffic and stop traffic is where it gets a little bit stressful because he can, you know, there's a lot of civilians around, innocent people around, and then you have the police that can't really get in a big block behind him. They just have the single unit that's right behind the suspect. So these are the times that get a little bit more stressful for everybody.
Well, and earlier, you know, we were seeing that window roll down, potentially that passenger throwing something outside of the vehicle. But I think it's important for people to note here, as we look at the left-hand side of the screen where that car's almost coming to a stop, it's like,
This is a
of course,
problem
everybody's
with
watching this
millennial
thinking, you know, why
criminals.
aren't they
They just ain't got
ramming
the
his
push-
car? Why aren't they doing
wherewithal
something
to run.
dramatic or drastic as they get out of their cars? Step us through, though, what right now is happening,
stopping?
Patrick, as this officer is kind of moving with that vehicle of, this guy could be armed, so they're not going
Stop
to make
the
any
old
rash
video and cut to
decisions
the
here,
live video,
and
idiot.
potentially kind of put this guy in a corner, so to speak, to do something dramatic.
No, and that's why they want the car facing the exact direction that it's facing, away from them. So, you know, in this situation, the vehicle, the problem is that all of the innocent people that are in front of this car, if, you know, the officers were to have to open fire on an armed suspect or two suspects. So it's the decisions are being made by the suspect, and as you can see, when they just keep going real slow, the officers just don't know what that next move is. So they want to keep a little bit of distance, and they want to use the cover of their police vehicles for whatever happens next.
Yeah, there's a number of LAPD vehicles and units directly behind this car. It looked like earlier someone was throwing something out of either the passenger or the driver's side. It was a little hard to tell. But right now you see sort of the parting of the Red Sea with the amount of traffic that is, you know, trying to avoid this particular area. You see the video from earlier on the right side of your screen. Left side, you see that number of police units directly behind trying to make its way toward that suspect. I mean, obviously LAPD has been on top of this since we broke in, since we were bringing this breaking news to you. But these are the complicating factors right now because you have so much traffic. You have this
tossing the drugs out
of police vehicles and the one suspect wanted for assault with a deadly weapon. It just makes it that much more complicated, that much more dangerous. There was that brief moment too, just a couple of minutes ago, where you saw the car almost at a complete stop, and then that first police unit open its passenger side door almost to say, all right, like this might be the start of the end, and then all of a sudden we just start inching forward. But this car, I think inching is still probably appropriate because it doesn't seem to really be you know, gaining steam. And I say that knowing they could at any given moment, but right now it's still going rather slow, and a lot of it I think has to do with that traffic.
It's interesting, too, to see LAPD be so cautious right now, as that car is being cautious as well. I mean, not ramming his way through it, not trying to drive on the far right-hand shoulder, as we saw at some points when he was on the surface-level streets. We saw him go into the opposite lane of traffic, you know, and now he's using his blinker. I mean, it's just fascinating to kind of see the change in behavior. While also this guy being still, this person,
you
so
can come on at 10
consistent
and
throughout this
hang out if you
40-plus
want
minute
then,
pursuit.
okay?
I mean, he really hasn't changed his tactic. He's, as you said earlier, Patrick, going with the flow of traffic. But this is a pretty big backup right here. And as people hear those lights and see those sirens behind them, they're going to try to get out of the way as much as possible. But that's kind of what's leading to this slow but steady, forward progress for this guy, but they just do not want to pressure him into doing anything crazy or making any rash decisions that, as you said, could put innocent lives in danger, because we're looking at a lot of innocent lives right here.
Yeah, and you're really noticing, obviously, every regular driver are the cars that are moving over to the shoulder.
Good
moving
Lord,
over to
this
the
guy's
left, and
gotta get
everybody
going.
in front is now just realizing, oh wait, there's something going on
Right.
behind, and it's rather serious, because you see that many
This is
number of
the
lights.
slowest
And Patrick, that's a
high-speed
question I
chase
wanna
in
ask you, because I was
history.
thinking about it as we sort of zoomed out a bit and showed it was 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 plus LAPD units behind. Is that really just to grab the attention, on top of having a strong number of officers on hand in case something happens, or is there a different reason for having that number of vehicles directly behind each other, so to speak, like a long snake in pursuit of a suspect?
Yeah, Gio, that's, strictly for officer safety. It's not for show. It's not for anything else. It's, like I had said earlier, it's 2 units and a supervisor that are usually in a pursuit per most police policies. You can ask for additional units based on the circumstances. And in this circumstance, I think they had just done a shooting. There's multiple people inside the vehicle, and they're, staying in the general area, which is mostly LAPD's jurisdiction. So when this does come to an end, you probably have 1 or 2, at least maybe 2 helicopters up above also for one to
No
follow
shit,
each
bro.
person.
Good God.
And you have the 10 units. And
I'm not old
you
enough to
may
remember
have
the OJ
2
chase,
people
but I'll
in
ask
each
you
of
about
those
it in
units
Discord
also.
later.
So, you could have as many as 20 officers that are directly behind it. And then you have all
Your
of the
beauty
other
beers.
officers that are on the side streets or in that area in case they get out and run. So they're taking this
Boomer.
very seriously right now. And you can just tell that by the number of units. And it's all about the officer's safety and the safety of all those vehicles that are around and in front of the suspect vehicle.
And obviously in this situation, right, we can't see the crystal ball of what this guy is going to do next. But I'm curious, is he, or are those officers waiting to see what he is going to do, in a sense of them not maybe instigating anything, but just going to sit back, follow this guy for as long as they can?
They're just all
and
right in
just
a
wait
row.
to see what he
They're like,
does. Is that what's happening here, as
da-di-da-di-da-di-da.
we, like you said, see that long
They're not
snake of
even
vehicles, which is for those officers'
Try and maneuver to
protection?
box in.
No,
Yeah,
well,
that's
they
it.
think he's
They're just
armed.
gonna follow
Their
this
suspicion
and
he's
let
armed, so they're not going to
the
put units in
suspect-
front of him.
Yeah.
suspects makes the next move. And as you
Officer
had
safety
mentioned earlier,
crap.
Gio had mentioned earlier, when the doors open on the vehicle, they want to have the first tactical
Yeah, but-
advantage when
yeah.
this comes to a stop. And
That's what
they are ready. They
He was
have,
just saying,
they'll have their
they don't want to
weapons
block
out
them because
and,
they're afraid they'll shoot
ready
through the
for
side
whatever
windows or
move
whatever.
the suspect makes next.
But then you got line of
And
fire
that's what they're
issues.
gonna be
You
waiting
put
for.
units
Yeah.
in front of him, he
as the
steps out with the
traffic gets
gun.
bunched
You got
up and it slows
crossfire.
down, it just puts more people in danger,
Well,
and
I mean-
that's just not what they want right now.
Yeah, right
I mean,
now you see
LAPD is
the,
kinda like
suspect's
stormtroopers.
vehicle,
They can't hit
using
shit,
that blinker again. I don't know if it's just left on for
True.
leaving on sake, or otherwise, you sense the steam sort of running out a little
there was
bit
that one
on
video I
this
caught
one, and I think the
last
traffic
week,
is the
LAPD
biggest,
fired
the
60
biggest
shots
factor,
and one
to
landed.
play around with right
Oh,
now,
wow.
because we're still on the 110. We're going north.
Well, I think there was one
in
in
the South LA
Brooklyn
area,
where
and there's
it was
just
like
nothing really,
4 officers
there's
and
nowhere
one
for the
guy,
suspect to go, really.
and
We
they
have
emptied
yet to
each
see any
emptied like
attempt
2
to get off
magazines
on
of
an
the
exit, or
Berettas,
otherwise
and
try to,
like he
get
only
back
got
on a
hit like
surface street, or even
3
try to loop back
times.
around. It's just,
Yeah.
it's as if the suspect's vehicle is
We
just
will
part
be
of the regular
covering
traffic.
Well, and
where
it's like
ICE
he knows
got
that the ball's in his court
attacked by a
almost,
group
so
of
to
cars
speak,
up in
that he's gonna
Chicago
continue to kind
earlier
of,
this week, and
run the
they ended up
show,
shooting
so
one
to
of the
speak, for as
people
long
who
as he can,
was chasing them down.
until he's forced
That's
to
pretty
make
epic.
a decision here.
Yeah, and I'm curious as to what,
One,
what
two,
the
three,
game
four,
What the
five,
best case
six,
scenario
7,
would
8.
be for him? I mean, what is, at some point he's got to realize that, he's got a lot of
At least 8
officers here,
units.
but he also knows that they're treating this as a very serious
Well,
situation.
normally I would say that
Helicopter can't
and
even clock
Patrick,
the speed. It's
wanna
going
rope you
so
in on
slow.
this one as well. Normally, I would say that this is a slam dunk,
Yeah,
but
it's probably having
obviously
a
in 99%
long,
of circumstances, it might
hard
be.
time
but,
calculating
we've seen
which
situations
vehicle
where
it
something
is.
like this happens, and then you keep waiting it out.
But
waiting
everything's
it out,
moving
and then
pretty
a
much the
suspect
same
finds an
speed right
overpass,
now.
or manages to get in a getaway car, and then we just kind of lose sight of the suspect. But is there any sort of length when it comes to like when we're in this
It's
particular
just,
situation?
it's just a
does it typically
long,
last a few more
slow
minutes, upwards of
line.
an hour to 2 hours? Based on your experience, what does something like
I don't
this
know if
look
that's
like
supposed to
at
be
the point
insulting or not,
which we are
Pierce.
at right now?
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
the
know.
difference in the pursuits that you talk about is those pursuits.
Go polish the
usually have
Hitachi, Farrell.
temptation is directed behind
Fair
it.
point. Yeah.
She did.
Yeah. So you know, it's the seriousness of the crime that is involved in this one, and you know, for this one to get away, it would be very odd because
Electric
like
company's
you've
gonna
seen in
come
a lot of
back
our
out to her
pursuits
house
lately,
because
they
she
go into
spun the
parking
wheels out the
structures,
meter.
They go into LAX airspace, whatever it is. You have a couple units.
You got
that,
grow
you know,
up
to
going
drive
on
really
here.
fast.
What's going on?
But,
Nope.
due to the seriousness of the crime in this one, what looks like it was a prior shooting. You know,
I
this
did
guy's
send
odds
Farrell
of
a link
getting
the
away
other day for
are
a new
slim and
toy,
none
the
at this
Snapple.
point. I'm sure that with the helicopters up above, and like we had talked about, they're just going to ride
They
it
have
out.
reason
You
to
gotta remember
believe he
that
is
they
armed
can,
because it was a armed assault
rotate
that they
officers
chased him
from
off
the
of.
different areas into this pursuit, full tanks of gas. You know, the adrenaline settles down and everybody is just ready to go at all times. So CHP, I'm sure, has been notified. I'm sure they're standing by watching their traffic on their freeways, blocking some of the on-ramps and kind of helping on the side. But yeah, they will just ride this out until the person runs out of gas or you know, jumps out of the car.
And as we approach 6:30 here in just a couple of minutes, we want to remind our viewers here that
Okay,
if
so they've been going
you're
45
just now
minutes
joining
now, at
us,
least.
sometimes we get into space
least,
that
yeah,
we're
'cause we
just
come
not
into
going
We've
to
been
be able to
covering
find
it.
because of
Yeah.
LAX or for other reasons. So while right
We
now
have to cut
see
away and
those
have you
lights
monitor
in the
this in the
middle of your
background.
screen
Boy, this
there
is
on the
not coming.
left-hand side,
This is just too riveting.
we've got to stay
My
in a safe
God.
space where we're not getting in the way of
back.
other air traffic. But
Going back
as
to
you mentioned,
LAX
Patrick,
area
this is
again.
just going to be what appears now a waiting game, but also depends on the traffic. I mean, this guy is following the flow of traffic, not trying to go fast when he can't, when it's a parking lot, but picking up speeds when he has the brakes to be able to do so. So, I mean, it's just a fascinating thing to watch as we approach, 45 minutes to an hour following this pursuit, that they are really taking this seriously and must know, that this person is very dangerous, that they are not going to make any drastic decisions of pit maneuvers or spike strips and, force this guy's hand.
And it does feel like that is
The small
the,
screen's
as
the
Patrick
active
has mentioned
screen.
multiple
The
times
other
now,
one's
that is the one reason
recorded
why something
earlier.
like that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
It's just because you don't want to take that risk, and the safest avenue here is just letting them draw this out and decide when. Okay, fine, it's time to pull over. Because there's
Well, why don't we
nothing
get
else
into
they
things? You
really
can pull
do.
this in the background. If
Right
you
now,
see
I'm
something
looking at
develop, let me
still
know.
on the left side of your screen.
And then
You
we'll
keeping
come
an eye
back
on
to
it
this.
from a distance.
This little 5-speed chase gonna go. Let's see one of our short topics. Let's go with the first topic of the night here. This one here. This right here is a candidate for Attorney General of Virginia. And his name is Jay Jones. Jay Jones is a Democrat. Jay Jones has been going around talking to everybody about the Republicans need to tone down the rhetoric. It's all the Republicans. The Republicans are bad, bad people. Well, Jay Jones got in trouble. Things didn't go so well for Jay Jones. Because let's see here. Let's pull this one here.
Text messages that came out, didn't he?
Yeah. And they're not good. They're not good at all. Go this one here. Whoops, there we go. He had text messages with somebody, and this is from a couple years ago he had these, and they came out. And oh my God. Sit here in this text market. Damn, was that mark for? Sorry, Charlie. No worries. Talking about Joe Johnson, AD, but basically a retard. That's what he meant. I got in trouble for using the word tard today. I laughed. Then I asked him tard where I hurt them. He's talking about Gilbert, who is not the leader of the House over there. It's why Gilbert gave him such a glowing tribute. I knew who you're talking about. He served with my dad, who had nice words with a little sprinkle in it. I didn't look at that. They say nice things about everyone. If those guys die before me, I will go to their funerals and piss on their graves. Send them out a washing something. He says, Jay Jones, bad boy. 3 people, 2 bullets. Gilbert, Hitler, and Pol Pot. That doesn't sound like very nice things to say.
No.
Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head. Spoiler, put Gilbert in the crew with the 2 worst people you know, and he receives both bullets every time. This person goes, Jay, stop. Like, whoa, dude, chill. He goes, oh, okay. It really bothers me when you talk about hurting people and wishing death on them. You weren't simply asking questions and you know it. I generally was. I wasn't attacking you. I was trying to understand your logic. You weren't trying to understand. You were talking about hoping Jennifer Gilbert's children would die. Yeah, I told you this before. Only when people feel pain do they personally move on. So there's a whole text stream where this guy goes on about talking about killing Gilbert's children, killing Gilbert, and he's a candidate for Attorney General, which is kind of disturbing.
Yes, very.
Kind
He's probably
kinda
more
just-
upset that this is all coming out
Oh no, he's not at
during an
all.
election time.
No,
He's
not at all.
not.
Actually,
Oh,
Donald Trump tweeted out, "It has just come out that the radical left lunatic Jay Jones, who is running against Jason Mayares, something close to that, the great Attorney General in Virginia, made sick and demented jokes, if they were jokes at all, which were not funny, that he wrote down and sent around to people concerning the murder of a Republican legislator, his wife, and their children. Abigail Spanberger, who is running for governor, is weak and ineffective. Well, most governors are anymore. And refuses to acknowledge what this lunatic has done. Even Democrats are saying to resignation from campaign. Democrat Jay Jones should drop out of the race immediately, and the people of Virginia must continue to have the great Attorney General, and Jason Mayares, who, by the way, has my complete and total endorsement. Jason will never let you down." So, kind of typical, you know.
yeah.
But at least from Trumpy. How did I do that? Is that the one I want right there? No, we did that one. That's the one we're on. That's the one we don't want. There we go. And of course, because, you know, Democrats being Democrats, the Virginia Beach Democrats, turning Virginia Beach blue, put out a statement. The Virginia Beach Democratic Committee reaffirms its full support of Jay Jones for Attorney General. We are lined up 10 toes down, ready to organize, mobilize, and deliver voters for Jay and the entire Democratic ticket. Recent press may have spotlighted past mistakes. Yeah. We say, let those without sin cast the first stone. Jay Jones has taken responsibility, apologized, and shown he is committed to serving with integrity and accountability that his public record already shows. Virginians deserve a leader who learns, grows, and stands for everyday people, and Jay is that leader. Jay Jones is in stark contrast to Jason Miraz in every way. In his 10 years, Miraz has failed to stand up to Virginia's families' concerns or values. He has not defended women's reproductive rights, workers' rights, or protected hundreds of thousands of Virginians who are on the verge of losing access to health care benefits and service providers. The Virginia Beach Democratic, whatever, I don't know why they call themselves VBDC, it's Virginia Beach Democrat Committee, I guess, is calling
Committee
on
or
all
caucus,
Virginians,
one or the other.
on all Virginians to line up behind Jay Jones together. In November, we will defend democracy, secure leadership in the Attorney General's office that truly serves all of the people.
Okay,
Yeah,
our
Jay
chase
Jones.
is down into the city now.
Are they back on it?
Yeah, it's down in the city. We can bring it
All
up.
right, so yeah, we'll come back there in just a second. So basically, Jay Jones got to say whatever the hell he wanted. Talked about killing. Let's see. Is this the one? Here we go. This is the other text he had that I had to pull up right here. There it is. I point blank asked you more than 3 times, and you dug in that you meant it. I honestly am questioning a lot today. I mean, do I think Todd and Jennifer are evil and they're breeding little fascists? Yes. Is this really a guy that you want, in the AG's office?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Go ahead, pull it up. We're going to jump back to the chase. He's back in the city. He's not going any faster.
It is more
Hey,
congested. It's more likely that it's gonna stop in one of these areas like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Veal, I caught that
10 toes
too.
down.
10 toes down. Sounds like a bottom to me.
No. Why did I? Oh. Is he gonna? No. Yes, no. Oh, no. God damn it. Is he looking for a place to foot bail?
Yeah, I think that's.
Oh, he's going to go behind the building and then foot bail, isn't he? It's always under a tree or behind a building every freaking time.
Oh, this is one of the stellar neighborhoods. Okay.
Yeah, look how stellar it is. Yeah, the side of LA that they don't show on the advertising website.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll pit him now. Oh, I thought for a second there he
damn
was.
it. They're probably not authorized. LAPD rarely gets authorized to actually do a pit. It's usually CHP that does
Look at
it.
these guys hanging out.
Foot bail, foot bail.
There we go. He's running. We got a runner. Can he make it over the fence? Nope. Did he already go down? Seriously? He ran 15 feet and went down? Come on, helicopter pilot.
Oh yeah, they got caught in the parking lot.
He ain't even. They already got him.
Yeah.
Son
They
of
did.
a bitch.
Is there another person? Okay, they're just checking the back door. Okay.
That dude didn't even make it way from the front of that car to the fence line, 10 feet.
Yeah. They didn't know where they were. Oh, geez, look at all the people filming.
Everybody jumping out of their cars. World star.
I'm going to go viral with this motherfucker.
Oh, damn, everybody coming out. That's funny. Unreal. All that, and he don't even make it 10 feet. Unbelievable. All right, well, that was that. Good Lord. So, hey, welcome to Aholes React. I see we gained a few people.
Yeah, I got a few.
Yeah, jumped in a little early today, a high-speed chase that, well, much
Wasn't
like
that high speed.
it wasn't a high speed at all. And it ended the same way for every woman that's ever slept with beers. Disappointing.
Hey, they keep coming back.
I don't know about they. I know one. With that, I did find this earlier today, and well, Beers, you got some explaining to do.
Oh no.
Because I did find a video from your teenage years.
They didn't have video back then. What are you talking about?
Well,
That's what everybody tells me.
I guess reliving your teenage years. Evidently, you got some explaining to do, Beers.
Touchback. Patrol 27. Still southbound at 90. Vehicle is, I don't even know. Wooden frame, stone rollers. Driver male, orange tunic.
Pull it over, sir.
Now.
Yeah, but whoa. He's off the road. Crash. Out of here.
And that chase was more exciting than the one we just watched.
That's the thing is, if you pass up on any of the chases, you're going to miss the good one.
Yeah. Oh, ain't that for sure. Whoops. No, stop. I don't want you to do that. Oh, let's see. Well, I tell you what. I think it's time to go ahead and bring up our sponsor.
Oh.
For those of you that knew, we had a big announcement to make tonight. We have officially picked up a sponsor. They put together a commercial and sent it to us. And so without any further ado, as soon as I figure out where it is in here, we'd like to introduce you to the new sponsor of Aholes React. Do you live in the great state of Georgia and you need trailer park representation? Then you need to call J-Rock Law. Can Hottie Helen from down the street get you drunk on Mad Dog 2020 and stay the night? Now she won't leave? Then you need J-Rock Law. Did your uncle brother get you pregnant again and won't pay child support? Then you need J-Rock Law. Did you get too drunk at the 4th of July trailer park picnic and wake up married to your cousin? Then you need to call J-Rock Law. Is the zoning board after you for that addition that you always wanted? Then you need to call J-Rock Law. Is Tammy, the trailer park manager, coming after you with all new rules because her fourth baby daddy went to jail again. Then you need J-Rock Law. Are baby daddies 2, 4, and 5 not taking the kids for visitation? Then you need to call J-Rock Law. J-Rock Law, 1-900-696-6969. All your trailer park needs. 1156 Sunnyvale Park, Lot 69, Climax, Georgia. 69696. J-Rock Law. There you are, everybody. Our big new sponsor of the show, J-Rock Law, for all your trailer park legal needs. I told you it'd be good. I told you it'd be good. Oh. So let's see here. You got a little Twitter pattern for us? Did you pull any of that or no? You're muted. Again, Boomer.
No, I do
Okay.
not have any of that.
Okay, that's good.
You
That's
had
fine.
it today.
I got it covered today. I got it covered. So let's see here. Let's go into Nick Sorter.
Okay.
Oops, share screen. Nick Sorter. For those who don't know, Nick Sorter is a journalist. I would think it's fair to call him a journalist, don't you?
Yeah.
He's been down in Portland covering a lot of the junk going on there. Is it Portland? Yeah, Portland. He's covering. Been down there doing videos. He does a lot of political commentary, news stuff. He uses J-Rock noises.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure you're laughing your ass off there, buddy.
Yeah.
He's been covering a lot of that stuff. Well, good old Portland PD, who is not getting involved,
Yeah.
decided to get involved. And this
Yeah.
is what we got going on here. Whoop, whoop, hold on.
I think it ran off, didn't they?
Hold on, I didn't designate these the right way. That's what I get. Here we go. Whoop. Here we go. This is what I want right here. Share screen. Nick Scooter. So Nick was attacked by a group of Antifa.
Hey, what are you doing?
Get the fuck out of
Hey,
here, man.
I didn't do anything.
Hey, get the fuck out
You
of
get
here.
out of here. Don't try to hit me.
Get out of here.
Well, I have
Get
no.
out of here. Don't come back.
Get away
If I
from
see
me.
you again,
Get away from me, sir.
get the
Where are
fuck-
you? You're pushing me onto the road.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let me move. Let me get out. If you're gonna let me get out.
Fucking walk.
Hey, sir, stop it.
Fucking walk.
Stop.
Walk, motherfucker.
What are you doing? Why are you so mad? I didn't do anything.
You did.
What did I do?
Walk.
I haven't done anything.
Walk, motherfucker. Do not come back.
Watch out.
You come back, I'm gonna fucking smoke you, dude.
Really?
Yes, really. I'm
Why?
gonna smash that fucking camera.
Stop it. Stop. Sir, stop it.
You know, good old peaceful Antifa.
Yeah.
Stop sticking your camera at the people's fucking
This is the
face.
precursor
I have
to
the
what
right to
led
be
up to him
here.
getting attacked.
Okay, did I say
I have the right to be here. I have
Stop.
the right to film. You have DHS watching you right there.
Now, this is important to watch. Watch for the green dots.
Lasered on you.
I
You have a
didn't do
sniper
nothing.
lasered on you right
I
now.
don't give a fuck.
Stop it.
Stop
You-
sticking your camera in people's face.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay?
You have a sniper on you right now. You have a sniper on you right now.
Just to be clear, that's not actually probably not a sniper. That's probably for a parabolic disc.
That's exactly what that was. That was a parabolic. Because you saw the triple dot. And that's a lie. I pulled that image. J-Rock. That is absolutely J-Rock. That is 100% truth. I swear to that. I also have two fingers twisted behind my back. So there's a little precursor of what was going on. And then, here we go, this one. Go here, go here.
ICE protesters burned an American flag at the ICE facility in Portland late Thursday night. Independent journalist Nick Sorter can be seen grabbing the flag and putting out the flames. Patriot. Nick was shockingly arrested later by Portland PD. Anti-ICE protesters burned an American...
And there was a physical altercation where they did attack him. And
Yes.
of course, the only person that's put into that is Nick, and that is currently We're waiting on that. And he's not the only one that's had this problem, because also another independent journalist who's been out there was also attacked. And Katie Davis Court, she was also attacked. And actually, she's been given access to the ICE facility. She was seen last night shooting video from the roof of the ICE facility because it's just unsafe for anybody who's not pro Antifa. But here's Portland police arresting Nick Sorter. And boy, did this kick off a firestorm. And I don't think Portland PD is going to light the firestorm they got. Because as soon as they did that, in come the feds. AG Harmeet Dillon sent a letter to the city of Portland demanding information on the arrest of Nick Sorter and the violent assault of Kate Davis Court. And so here's his order, and I cannot zoom in on this because I think I put it in the right screen. So we're going to open a new tab. Switch to that tab. Well, look at that. And we can dink. Share screen. Boom. Look at that. I learned how to blow things up.
Learned that a long time ago. Oh, you meant on the computer. Okay.
Yeah. Dear Mr. Taylor and Chief Day, your immediate attention to matters required writing regarding Portland Police Bureau's response to incidents surrounding immigration and customs enforcement. The city of Portland, specifically the city of Portland, use of its policing powers in a manner that may be based on viewpoint discrimination. Specifically, 3 issues brought to our attention. PBB reported arrested individuals who may have been involved in the altercation, choosing to arrest Nick Sorter, but not others. So in other words, they arrested the reporter, but not the attackers. Portland reported
they arrested the victim.
Yep. Reportedly failed to identify or arrest individuals who assaulted Katie Davis Court, even after briefly detaining the individuals. The city of Portland reported to attempted to use its policing powers through zoning enforcement action to limit ICE's use of its Portland facility, which is rather interesting that they decided to pull that.
Well, yeah, even J.D. Delay, he's a large TikToker that's he got assaulted too.
Yeah, I don't know if I go smack around JD Delay.
No.
That's probably not a safe thing to do.
No.
So basically, they're going after the reporters and not after the attackers. And the other night, we'll get into this a little more because I got a bunch of Antifa stuff. Portland PD did show up at one point to the ICE facility, and they got chased off by the crowd. Because they're weak and they're bitches. So Des Moines, Iowa, they're still hitting the news.
Oh, wow.
There's been some big-time developments on that whole mess. Of course, Des Moines Public Schools is deflecting any and all responsibility.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing.
They're trying. They're not going to be successful.
No. The spin on this is insane. So this is their recent press conference where they're screaming at JG Consulting, who is a company they hired to do the background check on Dr. Ian Roberts, which we'll get into the doctor part later because they're looking like that's a whole bunch of BS. But JG Consulting is the background company they hired. And, of course, they're going to deflect as fast as they can. So they're saying that JG Consulting is the one that screwed them over, and they're going to go after JG now.
This is on behalf of the Des Moines Public Schools Board. In 2023, the Des Moines School Board hired JG Consulting to conduct the superintendent search. Hiring a search firm is common practice across the country in high-profile job searches, such as the superintendency. Today, the board chair directed counsel to take legal action against JG Consulting.
We're going to sue you!
And the
yeah, that's not going to go anywhere.
The firm failed its duty to properly vet candidates. Ian Roberts should have never been presented as a finalist. And if we knew now what we...
And I love that statement. He should have never been presented as a finalist. The consulting company doesn't decide who the finalists are. You do. You're not, you interview these people.
If we knew what we knew now, he would never have been hired. JG Consulting was responsible for advertising, recruitment, application and resume review, public domain search, complete reference checks, and presentation of qualified candidates. It also said it would conduct comprehensive reference calls on each applicant to include the verification of.
We're also going to get in the fact that they did reference checks. And there's a lot in his history that pops up that makes him look legit. But when you look a little deeper, you realize how crooked it actually is.
All related employment experiences. JG Consulting stated it would work with a third party to complete a comprehensive criminal, credit, and background check. The contract required JG Consulting to bring all known information of a positive or negative nature to the board. Because that did not occur, we are pursuing legal action as allowed by law. This is about accountability. Taxpayer dollars were used, and we are seeking accountability. Our district now moves forward, focused on what matters most, our students. It has been 7 days since our district started learning troubling information about someone we trusted. Each day we have learned more, and it has been difficult for all of us who care about the Des Moines Public School District. How we show up for each other defines us as
Yeah,
leaders,
Whiskey, do you have a
staff,
booster for
students,
this?
and community members.
I do not.
Sadly,
Is it that low?
some have used this
Yeah.
situation to advance hateful comments. We will not be deterred or distracted by that. We are using
only
it
got a
as
few more
moment to
seconds of
come
it.
together and build a stronger future. Finally, the successes our district has celebrated in recent weeks are no less today than they were a week ago. They are still cause for celebration, from nationally recognized educators to double-digit gains in science to achievements in athletics and the arts. Every day, our students' talents and dedication shine. As a school board, we stand firm in our resolve to continue leading the district forward with Interim Superintendent Matt Smith. With our exceptional staff, we remain.
So basically, it went in the fact that we're going to blame JG Consulting, that it's all their fault. We should have known about all this stuff. Now, what we do know is DHS shared some information. And here is some of it. July 3rd, 1996, criminal possessions of narcotics with intent to sell, criminal possession of narcotics, criminal possession of forgery instrument, and possession of a forgery instrument in the state of New York. November 13th of 98, charged for third-degree unauthorized use of a vehicle in Queens in New York, which was dismissed. It means basically he borrowed somebody's car, but they decided not to push it. Oh, he probably stole and they just borrowed. 2012, a conviction for reckless driving, unsafe operation, and speeding in Maryland. Now, mind you, all this while he was not a U.S. citizen. He's never been a U.S. citizen. J.G. Wentworth is in trouble. You know what? I couldn't find a connection between J.G. Wentworth Corporation and that one. I did look for one because I was curious about that. February 2020, charges for second-degree criminal possession of a weapon, having a loaded firearm outside his home and business. Third-degree criminal possession of a weapon with an ammunition feeding device, which just means he had a spare bag. Fourth-degree weapon charges. A document from February 4th, 2020 indicates the second-degree criminal possession charge was basically dropped. January 2022, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania convicts Roberts on unlawful possession of a loaded firearm. Roberts was arrested with a Glock 9 and a fixed-blade hunting knife in his possession when ICE picked him up there last week. He also had $3,000 in cash in the car. Roberts is being criminally charged with being an illegal alien in possession of firearms. Now, here's where things get real interesting. In fact, I want to pull this into a new tab because it'll be better.
Sean, I was seeing closer to 300.
Yeah, it was 300K. It was just shy of 300K a year. Here we go. So this is the history that we do know on this guy. And how this got by everybody's radar is absolutely mind-blowing. June 1st, 1994, Roberts enters the United States through JFK Airport on a B-2 non-immigrant visa, classified as a visitor for pleasure, departed U.S. on unknown date, but returned before his 1996 arrest for narcotics possession. In March of 99, he entered the U.S. through San Francisco International as a F1 student visa holder. And there's no explanation as to how he went from a B2 to an F1 over that time period. Visa was set to expire.
Sean, he's up there in J-Rock's range. Or was.
Yeah. He entered the U.S. to California International. Visa was set to expire March 7th, 2004. He departed again at an unknown date. July 28th, 99, Roberts re-entered the U.S. through San Francisco. Odd how he just keeps coming in and out of California.
Yeah.
99 on the same F1 visa. He departed the U.S. on an unknown date. So he keeps going back and forth to Guyana, which I'm assuming
are these the times that he was actually performed in the Olympics? We'd have to double check on those dates. And
You'd have to go way back. I'm not going back to watch the Olympics, especially track and field Olympics. That shit's boring as hell. August 30th, 99, he again re-entered through JFK Airport on the same student visa. February 9, 2000, he filed for an application for employment authorization through immigration, and it was approved April 5th, 2000, with an expiration date of April 1st, 2001. April Fools. In September 4th of 2000, he left the U.S. from JFK again. September 30th of 2000, Roberts entered the U.S. again on the same F1 student visa, and that was the one that's set to expire in 2004. He filed for a green card with USCIS. Agency rejected it in January of 2003, and I don't know why these are out of order. I did not make this. But he's filed for a couple different green card applications and got denied repeatedly. It wasn't in 18 he filed for employment authorization. They did grant that with an expiration of 2019. So the last time he was known to be
for
able
6
to,
months.
yeah. So the last time he was legally able to work was 19. Then we go to here. Whoa, that's way too blown up. There we go. July 16th, 2018, Roberts filed for the fourth time a green card application. CIS denied it. And January 24th of 2020, 19, he filed another application. That one was approved December of that year and issued and expired in 2020. February 11, 2020, Roberts updated his address with USCIS. October 2020, they issued him a notice to appear before an immigration judge. May 22nd of 2024, so this is while he was employed. An immigration judge in Dallas, Texas, ordered Roberts removed absentia. And then on April 24th, whatever. You know what? I can spell. April 24, 2025, an immigration judge in Dallas denied Roberts' motion to reopen his case. So between him getting ordered removed for skipping his date, he tried to reopen it, and they said no. And then, of course, September 26, 2025 is when they picked him up and deported him.
Yeah. What country is he from, Whiskey?
Guyana.
Finally got it right.
Listen, I don't need to take no shit off of you. Here's good old Roberts in his uniform until he departs the good old United States of America in his nice little immigration greens. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. I don't understand how this got as far as it did. It just doesn't make any sense.
My understanding is that JG Consulting was actually told him, no, he does not have a doctorate.
Oh, yeah, we'll get there. We haven't got there yet. We ain't got to that point yet. Here's another notification that was put out. This is the resume clarification regarding Dr. Ian Roberts. For clarification purposes, Des Moines Public School Board wants to provide additional context to current speculation surrounding Dr. Roberts' resume. He's not a fucking doctor. Dr. Roberts provided an initial resume with JG Consulting that indicated he earned a doctorate from Morgan State University. He never went to Morgan State University. Dr. Roberts provided during the background check, which was the responsibility of the search firm, the degree error was flagged and the resume was revised to note ABD or all but dissertation. That's actually bullshit. That's a complete lie because the university says he never attended there. With the all but dissertation, which is required to earn such a degree. The revised resume is what the board members had when they interviewed the finalists. The board was aware Dr. Roberts did not graduate from Morgan State University at the time of his hiring. Didn't even attend. After Dr. Roberts was hired in 2023, there was a FOIA request for the documents related to his hiring. At that time, Des Moines Public Schools reached out to JG Consulting, asking them to provide a copy of the documents. The documents provided by JG Consulting included the original resume and not the revised resume. Now here, the board had the revised.
Yeah.
So how they're trying to blame this what? Your marker extension didn't work.
He refuses to use Chrome, Sean.
Well, I don't refuse. I just don't use Chrome. Chat, I asked Sean earlier, hey, what's that highlighter you're using? I get a screenshot of it. Hey, here's the link. He just sends me a screenshot. Then there was something about, hold on, I got to take my engineer's hat off. 2.0 is giving me the choo-choo treatment with my breakfast or something. I don't know. It was a little creepy for me.
Little cringy.
Cringy. Where's it at? Oh my God, I lost it. No, I lost it. Where's it at?
But yes, we got Clyde. He's such a good boy. Aww. Oh, you guys got. Goddamn! Oh, my chat's full of assholes.
Okay, my bad.
I've lost my fat and cringe video. That's disappointing. I want to be clear.
You're going to disappoint J-Rock then.
Yeah, well, no, I think J-Rock's disappointed. I did J-Rock good tonight. I'm very thankful that J-Rock is the new sponsor of the show. I'm so proud of that. We may play that every week. I want to be clear.
You can pay us to stop.
There we go.
Not paying us to play it.
Yeah. And don't be cheap. We want that good money. I'll send you my cash app via DM. When you send enough, I'll let you know. Till then, we keep playing it. I want to be clear, in a world of disinformation, speculation becomes narrative and blame is rampant as they're playing the blame game. The school board is also a victim of the deception of Dr. Roberts, one of the growing list that includes students, teachers, our parents, and community. This is such deflection bullshit. Because you remember when this all went down? They were like, Dr. Roberts is amazing. This is so wrong of ice. Oh, my God. And then when the shit starts coming out, they're like, fuck, we got to get away from this guy. Just fucking amazing.
Are you worried that you got the wrong doctorate?
Yeah. It's so wrong. Katie Kaplan TV, who's pretty reliable, said an update on one of the accolades touted Ian Roberts took over at Des Moines Public School Superintendent was that he had been named George Washington University's 2013 Washington, D.C. Principal of the Year. It turns out that's bullshit, too. She reached out to George Washington University about it, and their response was, the university has no record of awarding such recognition to D.C. principals and did not present this award. So this dude's resume was just full of bullshit.
Yeah.
Just repeated bullshit.
Well, you know, lawyers can buy all these accolades.
Oh, yeah. Well, look, I mean, we all know a particular lawyer who paid to be able to get a certificate that says you can argue before the Supreme Court. Well, he's fucking never seen the inside of a courtroom. That's not the one I want right there. I want to go. Did I put this on the wrong thing? Oh, no, that was stuff that was on the resume that we didn't even really give a shit about. No. And, of course, the tards in Des Moines, they got to jump in on the protest fucking, deal. So here they are.
Superintendent of Des Moines Public Schools was arrested by ICE, detained by ICE this morning. Now, hundreds of people have gathered here in downtown Des Moines demanding his release.
You know what the best part about this? The day they're out there protesting in front of the ICE offices, he was halfway across the state in another jail and they didn't know it. They stuck him out the back because they're like, there's too much of a crowd here. We're just going to scoot him out the back door and put him someplace else.
Yeah.
And then when I went digging into this school district, oh, the things we find. This is a teacher in that school district during his tenure. Every day is another opportunity to force kids in public schools to be gay. Like, what the fuck? Wait, hold on, wait. That is absolutely positively not true. Hail to the no, that is not true. I am Whiskey 77. I've always been Whiskey 77. I will always be Whiskey 77. No, I am not Maddie B. We may have come from the same state, but he's a Lions fan and I ain't. And then, of course, ICE arrest.
That's a sign of mental health issues right there.
Yeah. I had way too many years of Lions disappointing me every Thanksgiving. ICE arrest criminal alien for serving in Detroit. Jesus, got me sidewind now. I'm like, Des Moines Public School Superintendent. Prior weapons charges, possession of loaded handgun at time of arrest. Which we know all that. This here, no. I have the induction video where they introduced him as being this absolutely wonderful man. But it's pretty fucking boring. Let's see here. That one there, I think we killed that subject. Is that the last of what I wanted to do? Oh, no, there was this. Because this was something. More crap comes out on this dude. Like, how did JG Wentworth, much less anybody else, not find this out?
JG Consulting.
Yeah,
not
JG
Wentworth.
Consulting. Yeah, please, JG Wentworth. Please don't sue me.
Yeah, please, no.
If you sue me, my name is 3 Beers, and I'll give you I was studying embarrassment immigration mess. I'm 16.
My name is Sean Martin.
Yeah, my name is Sean Martin. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. This image you see before you is all AI.
Yeah.
By the end of July, the board got some surprising news about their new superintendent. He'd been named in a $250,000 settlement with an ex-employee at his previous job as head of Mill Creek Township, a district in Pennsylvania. Melody Ellington, the Pennsylvania's district HR director under Roberts, claimed that she had been subjected to unlawful treatment. Nature of that treatment not revealed. Roberts said he could not comment on a confidential personal issue, but insisted the problem had absolutely nothing to do with leaving Mill Creek and coming to Des Moines. I call bullshit on that one. Yeah. Officials at Des Moines board said Roberts' problem was news to them, given the confidential nature of the settlement. There's nothing that Des Moines Public Schools would have known about that prior hiring of Dr. Roberts. The board chair, Teree Caldwell Johnson, told the Des Moines Register, for the same reasons this would not have been picked up by the search firm doing the background check. Well, I got to tell you, the search firm doing the background check pretty much fucking sucked. Because as we pointed out last week, this dude had charges and questions all over the freaking place.
Yeah, just the FBI / criminal background check should have kicked this guy out long ago.
Well, the Social Security card out of New York and then the charges out of Maryland. I mean, it's just Pennsylvania. Yeah. It turns out Roberts left 2 other settlements in his wake in Pennsylvania, both of them for $87,500 and the other for $66,000. Once school officials demoted by Roberts. Altogether, Roberts left the Mill Creek system on the hook for $403,500 in legal settlements. And the new employers in Des Moines knew nothing about it.
I find that hard to believe.
I find it hard to believe, too, because if it was school districts that were paying it out, that would be public information.
Yeah.
So, that's a tad bit interesting. Oh, let's see here. I'm going to go here. Oh, hey, Jimmy Kimmel, you want to talk about tanking? Holy crap! This I found this interesting. Old Jimmy Kimmel, on his return episode after running his mouth, had 6.26 million viewers. Within 2 days, he was down to 2.3 million.
What was it? Was it just half of it, J. Rock? You only want to take half.
See, I knew that video would go over well. And just 2 days later, his viewership's down to 2.3 million. And then a week later, 1.6 million. So it was 6.26 on his night back down to 1.6 million views. That's crazy. There's YouTubers who get that much in a couple of hours for nothing. You know? Unreal, that idiot.
Well, it's like you take the top 3 news YouTubers, and they outperform the major networks.
Yeah.
On a nightly basis.
All right, Bears, I'm going to leave it up to you. We got Comey. We got Antifa. We got my Hakeem Schumer. Where you want to go?
Let's get rid of Schumer.
Oh, but that's probably the biggest one.
Okay, we can wait. We can wait. Go with the first one.
Actually, I don't know. We got a lot we're going to burn to tonight. Let's go ahead and close it out. Let's go ahead and go over to Hakeem Schumer. And as usual, we don't hear, we don't go into too deep of subjects, but we're definitely going to talk on the Sombrero Gate. Because that's what it's all about.
It all that much.
Oh, Sombrero Gate is awesome. There's some great stuff that have come out of Sombrero Gate. That's a stupid hat. Yeah, well,
hey.
Hats are hats. Let's pull up here. Whoops, no, stop there. Oh my gosh, there's so many of these to go through. Let's see here. Let's go with so this is all over the clean resolution bill and Trump tweeting out the image of Hakeem. So we'll get into this here.
Has a clean 6-week CR.
A continuing resolution that is at the fiscal year 2023 levels is the only way forward.
But let me ask you, because you say this is a Republican shutdown, but it's Democratic senators who are withholding their votes on what is called a clean resolution. That means no strings attached, which is something, quite frankly, Leader, that you and other Democrats have advocated for in the past. Take a look.
You do not use the threat of shutting down government to try to advance your policy agenda.
First thing that the House has to do is pass a clean 6-week CR.
A continuing resolution that is at the fiscal year 2023 levels is the only way forward.
But let me ask.
So, the basic standard bullshit out of fucking Democrats.
Yeah, they're basically going, ignore the big, beautiful bill.
Yeah.
We'll just go back to before it.
And the thing is they're trying to say that we want to get, illegals, healthcare. Well, they do, because they want, you said, reinvested. And this started because of Trump. Sombrero Gate. And the memes are nonstop, and they're absolutely fucking awesome. So there's a really good one. Ooh, I got to delete these as we go, or I'll never find anything.
Yeah. What I generally do.
Yeah. And you're never going to guess who also jumped in on Sombrero Gate beers.
Oh, jeez.
Probably the most influential person of the Biden campaign. The one person who probably did the most amount of work in the entire Biden campaign. In the Biden presidency. I mean, without doubt. This person did more in the Biden presidency than any cabinet member.
It's either AOC or Harris.
No. The auto pen.
That's
the
awesome.
auto pen has been Sombrero.
Awesome.
Oh, that one's staying permanently. Absolutely
Oh,
permanently.
You mean Jose Biden?
Yeah. Even movies are coming out. And we haven't had a good AI movie since
Oh,
the Farms put out the Nick Mercator videos.
No, those are epic.
Those are epic. But this one's pretty good. The old Braveheart running. Wait for it.
You gotta love the chop
God.
mullet.
Oh, that's blasting my ears. Another great one that's been circling the interwebs. We're still getting hip with the music on this, and I don't care.
¡Órale, mi gente! Government vacaciones. Se cayó la Casa Blanca. The doors are all locked down. Gracias a los demócratas. No money goes around. Customs sin tamales. The bags are full of trash. Chuck Schumer su bigote. Se acabó el cash. ¡Hey! El Schumer shutdown. Ay caramba, qué horror. Workers sin sueldo. But Congress drinks more. El Schumer shutdown. Tequila we pour. We broke en la casa. Pero fiesta. For sure. How tired. Ay Dios mío. Social Security. La abuelita, ¿hasta dónde es Manolo? The Chuck is dancing with Nancy, playing piñata con economy. El border's like a fiesta, with maracas and no wall. But if you need a paycheck, pues no viene all. ¡Bacha de Chacal! El Schumer shutdown. Mariachi tonight. The lights in el Capitol still shining bright. El Schumer shutdown. Qué loco país. No hay checks para la gente. But plenty for DC. Señor presidente, no tenemos dinero. Pero we still got cerveza. El Schumer shut down. Gracias, Chuck. Ole. We laugh with the trumpets. But bills we can't pay. El Schumer shut down.
So I thought that was pretty good. I tell you, this AI stuff is getting so good.
Yeah, it's getting to the point that Uncanny Valley is going to be crossed here in the next couple of years.
Oh, for sure. And nobody's being left out of Sombrero Gate.
No.
Even your aunt.
Yeah.
Good old crazy Maxine.
Oh,
they're leaving nobody alone in this mess. And it just gets better and better. Here we go. This one. Actually, I want to play it. Yeah, let's go with this one. Because we don't take anything seriously on Aholes React. We're going to play a little bit of the press conference.
Least of all ourselves. I mean, jeez.
We're going to play a little bit of the press conference where J.D. Vance talks, but we're going to play it in babyface.
Just going back to the sombrero, you said that the president's joking, but Hakeem Jeffries says that these memes were racist. What's your response to that? And just if I may briefly go off topic, Secretary Hegseth yesterday made an edict about no more beardos in the military. Just wondered what.
Sorry, what did he say?
No more beardos.
Beards.
Just wondered your response to that.
I think he might have been
I didn't see that particular
using that with the Baldo, but yeah.
no, I in the actual press conference.
No, yeah.
Beardos. Yeah, it was funny. Everybody's like, wait, what? He goes, oh, it must be to my accent.
Comment. I thought Pete gave a hell of a speech, and a speech that really is just oriented around returning the American military to the very high standards that it has had for virtually its entire history until Joe Biden came along and decided to lower standards. I think it was bad for our military, and it was bad for our troops. When I was a young United States...
What's that?
That goes all the way back to Obama, but yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's Marine. I did not have a beard.
Coincidentally, I did insert Beers' military photo. You can see him here on the left.
I didn't have bars.
I had so I get to do what I want to do. But I think Pete's trying to re-implement high standards, and that's a very good thing. On the sombrero thing, I mean, Hakeem Jeffries said it was racist, and I know that he said that, and I honestly don't even know what that means. Like, is he a Mexican American that is offended by?
And this is real audio. This is what they actually said.
Yeah. Having a sombrero meme. I mean, I saw one of the major TV stations put the meme up and then say, this is AI generated. And he had like the curly animated mustache too. It's like, do you really not realize the American people recognize that he did not actually come to the White House wearing a sombrero and a black curly animation mustache? Like, give the country a little bit of credit. We're all trying to do a very important job for the American people. The President of the United States likes to have a little bit of fun when he's doing it, and I think that's okay.
Oh, so good. But in actuality, make sure I can get to the right one here. I did dig, and I had to use our team to find this. And our team, meaning our friends on Discord who we recruit to do things for us. I did find an actual photo taken inside the Oval Office the day that Hakeem Jeffries was there.
Yeah, we do have some wonderful Tylenol Americans in our Discord.
And that looks real to me. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what happened that day. There's no questioning that's an authentic photo.
That's
I mean, hell, you can even see the Diet Coke
Photoshop.
Shh, no, it's not. It really happened. Oh, God. Here's another one. Oh, this is a great one. You know, Trump was out golfing this weekend.
Of course he was.
Of course he was. You know, he's over at the U.S. Navy's 250th thing, but he was also out golfing today, and I did catch a little footage of him golfing today. That could in some states be considered outdoor abuse.
What actually irritates me more is that she knocked that over, and that's probably one of the originals.
Yeah. Also, real footage from the press conference where we saw where the baby faces were talking earlier. This was a segment from the press conference where J.D. Vance was addressing the press corps.
That if you help us reopen the government, the sombrero memes will stop. Promise to you. That if you help us reopen the government.
Truly authentic. Top of the line reporting we do here on Aholes React.
Yeah.
Verifiable sources. Not even your future wife was left out of this mix.
No. Just no.
Notice she's got her full bottle of retard juice.
Yeah, that's not far off for tequila. It makes you a retard.
Not far off for her. Another good one of your future wife wearing her stash and sombrero, wishing she could be anywhere but where she is now. JB Pritzker,
sad part is she's one of the top candidates for the Democrats to put up.
Yeah, that ain't saying much. J.B. Pritzker, he couldn't miss out on this. Time to eat. I got some more stuff on J.B. Pritzker later when we get into the riot stuff. That is like, what the hell? Adam Schiff did have a comment to make about all this. Adam, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There we are, right there.
This is the President of the United States during a government shutdown, basically pushing out juvenile things on social media. This is the President of the...
That's the most intelligent thing he's said in a while.
Yeah.
Nobody's been left alone in this mess. Hakeem Jeffries and Schumer did do a press conference outside on the White House steps. We can see here. It just never ends. Like, there's so many of these. It's hard to even be serious with this whole stupid mess.
Yeah, it's an easy target too. So.
Oh God. Well, when you're dealing with the dollar store Obama, these are the things you get. Dollar store Obama. Demons wrapped. Damn. I don't even think Erica's here to defend herself. That's cold-hearted. That's cold-hearted. Let's see here. Amy Klobuchar. I'm sure you're familiar with who she is. Democrat of Minnesota. She did come out with comments about it. They are worth addressing.
He posts a deepfake video with sombreros in it. He thinks that people are going to joke about this. I promise you, they're not.
Nobody finds
these
Sombrero
aren't
being
even
funny.
deep fakes because
Well, hey, nobody's gonna make fun of this because Sombrero Gate isn't funny.
yeah.
I don't know of anybody with such lowbrow humor that they would take something so serious as this and laugh at it.
Republicans just want sexy white girls with perfectly round titties in their ads. We're here to say no to that. Democrats are the party of ugly-ass people. And we want representation, maybe some non-binary Latino midgets, maybe a couple of fat shamikas eating fried chicken and fighting at a Carnival Cruise or a Waffle House, or some shit like that. Just any ugly people. If they're too ugly to go outside, that's our people.
Oh boy.
Oh God. Wait, hold on. What do you mean by that, Bill Hammer? Was you sharing a little rub-a-dub-dub tub time with him? We need to know.
Inquiring minds.
Inquiring minds want to know. Another great one. Hakeem supports his amigos. Visas. We don't need no stinking visas. Oh, we're almost to the end of these. Let's see here. Oh. Here we go. Another completely authentic video. Absolutely no AI involved in this. Oh, they're crying. It's too much. Let's see here. Dark Patriot.
Yeah, we know AG. We know.
What do you do? Tug, 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 tug. Let's see Zoom out here. Whoops. Almost shared the wrong screen there.
It's a disgusting video, and we're going to continue to make clear bigotry will get you nowhere. We are fighting to protect the health care of the American people in the face of an unprecedented Republican assault. It's a disgusting.
Oh, and that was from the Donald Trump account because he isn't backing down, which makes it even better. Let's see here. We got. It's just the one I want. No. And we did that one because that's a Klobuchar one. Hey, what do you know? We got through that one.
Okay.
So yeah, Sombrero Gate's not going to end. I mean, that's going to last a while.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it.
I mean, Trump might stop posting them, but that's not all that's going to stop.
I'm not even sure he'll stop.
I think he's fired all his handlers.
Oh God, yes. Trump's like, no, fuck you. I'm funnier. I mean, that's basically what it comes down to. I did find this as a little segue. And I got to tell you, this is the most base thing I've seen in a while. This was a little segue off topic of anything else, but I thought this was pretty good.
You sound white. No. I sound like I can hold down a job. I sound like PTO and dental. I sound articulate? Good. You can't sound white unless you're out here barking in Crayola. I sound like I was raised by someone who hugged me and checked my homework. Honestly, if sounding white just means using grammar, then sign me up. I'll even throw in a little semicolon with confidence. Hello? This is professionalism speaking. How may I direct your insecurity? You're mad I don't sound like your stereotype. I'm mad you still have one. I sound like I pay my taxes on time. I sound like a 401k. I sound like I've never yelled at a cashier at Walmart at midnight. I sound like I pay my rent on time. I sound like I read terms and conditions twice. I sound like HR would actually listen to me. I sound like I survived group projects. You mean I enunciate? Tragic. I sound like I use commas correctly. I sound like I don't take out a loan just to go buy Gucci. I sound educated. And most importantly, I sound like me.
And you can say ask.
I'll have you know that we never use any clips that are AI generated. We only report factual information here. I'm highly insulted. So we had that. Get rid of that. Let's go into Antifa. Let me go find the right one here. Go back. That's so.
I don't think so. That was reasonable and articulate there, AG. And it's more than most white liberal women can do.
Yeah, no kidding. I know a couple. So, ICE was doing some takedowns over in Chicago, and the whole group of cars started following them, honking their horn. This is a new thing now where they race around with the ICE cars and honk their horns while the illegals know to go running. And this is part of the chase that ensued. Them throwing tear gas out because so many people are following them. And then I need to go to the other video, which should be right around here. So many videos I pulled. This is the, oops, go back. There we go. I got to figure out how to make these things stop auto playing when I get to them. So this is the aftermath of the wreck that was involved with the woman who rear-ended a CHP car deliberately. Everybody jumping out and around. And another one there. And I have, whoops, good Lord. What is interesting about it is when CHP was ambushed, and this did result in these people right here. These two people here, the woman here, jumped out of her car with a loaded gun and started firing shots at CHP. I keep trying to say CHP. Department of Homeland Security ICE agents. They did shoot her. She is not dead. She did receive a gunshot wound. This was her accomplice. Border Patrol enforcement were ambushed by domestic terrorists and rammed federal agents with their cars. The woman, Miramar Martinez, driving one of the vehicles, was armed with a semi-automatic weapon and has a history of doxing federal agents. She took defensive fire from CBP agents and has been discharged from the hospital, is currently in the custody of the FBI. The driver of another vehicle, Anthony Ian Santos Ruiz, involved in the ramming, has also been apprehended. But what gets real interesting about this, I need to pause that, is this came out shortly afterwards because there's leaks within the PD that Chief John P. Hine sent out this message. Chief of Patrol, no units will respond to this as related from the date and the call number. Caller is one of approximately 30 armed Border Patrol agents who are being surrounded by a large crowd of people requesting CPD. So he told his officers, do not respond to this when CPD was saying, we are surrounded. We need help.
Yeah, that's possibly criminal.
Well, it gets worse. Because it always gets worse.
Always.
Somebody was able to source the radio traffic.
No.
And I want to back this up, make sure we get this right. I hope this isn't too loud. This is the radio traffic on Chicago PD.
Wrong play button. Yeah.
All right, and 999, just to confirm, at 39th Place in Kedzie, they were saying that they were being surrounded by that large crowd, and they were requesting the police were not sending. I'm waving off all the cars heading to 39th Place in Kedzie.
Again, those are the orders we're being given.
Okay, 10-4. And again, for all the units that we called to go over that way, 39th Place in Kedzie, if you could just hold off 911, 913, 923, 924, 933, 934. Just disregard that. 39th Place in Kedzie. All right, and 999, just to confirm, at 30.
So they were ordered to not respond. And this came out today from the National Fraternal Order of Police that they're not real happy with Chicago on this one. National Fraternal Order of Police, Illinois State Fraternal Order of Police condemned reports that Chicago police officers are barred from assisting ICE agents. Patrick Hughes, National President of FOP, and Chris Southwood, President of Illinois State FOP, were shocked and appalled at reports coming out of Chicago that commanding officers barred local law enforcement from assisting immigration agents as they were surrounded by a group of protesters. Details are still emerging, but it appears officers from Chicago PD were ordered not to assist a group of ICE agents while they were physically threatened by what appeared to be an angry mob. Let me be clear, both the National FOP and Illinois FOP believe that when an officer calls for assistance, you answer no matter what. And I got to tell you, if any of those CPB agents are hurt, they should be suing the shit out of every single one of these commanders.
Yeah.
The Trust Act is an Illinois state law that generally prohibits local law enforcement agencies in Illinois from participating in immigration enforcement. According to DHS, ICE agents have faced 1,000% increase in violence since the start of the year. But yeah, that's a given. I mean, you're taking down all these Trendeawagwa and everything else. It's a year which classifies itself as a sanctuary city. It has repeatedly pushed back against ICE operations, leading to breakdown of local and fed cooperation. The number one written rule in law enforcement is that we respond to any calls from officers in distress. What would have happened if the local police were facing threats and nearby federal officers were told not to assist? Can you imagine?
Oh, geez, yeah.
My God, the Dems would be, the Libtards would be freaking out. What do you mean there was a federal SWAT team right there and they didn't do anything?
Yep.
Now more than ever, police officers need to band together to protect our brothers and sisters who wear the badge, the blue line. We at National FOP, as well as our members in the Illinois FOP, condemn these actions. So now I'm surprised to see that out of them. But it's great to see it out of them. What happened here? Why did this page isn't loading? Uh-oh. Have we overtaxed the system?
Did we?
I don't know. Maybe. Okay, there we go. I need the interview with the cop. Is this the one I want right here? Oh. Nope, I don't want that one. Oh, doggone it, I had it. I had it and it's gone, because that's the way it goes, because streaming is dynamic and things disappear. I bet one page I can't get to load is the one I was going for, because that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
Okay, in the meantime, I got some Antifa training.
Oh, do you? Good.
That I got sent.
I bet you I know who sent that. Oh, God. This guy. I'll give him this, Beers. I'd like to see you move like that.
That guy's so heavy, though, he's going to blow out his knees.
And, of course, good old, I told you we get back over to Prick, Governor Prick. I mean, Prickster. Prickster.
And take out the bad guys.
DHS says that CBP officers shot and wounded a woman in Chicago yesterday after, they say, she allegedly rammed a law enforcement vehicle and agents were boxed in by multiple cars. The spokesperson for DHS, Tricia McLaughlin, accused Chicago police of leaving the scene and refusing to assist agents in securing the area. What do you know about this incident?
Shit.
Were federal agents boxed in and assaulted?
I did not mean to do that.
Well, we don't have...
Puff, puff, pass. Beers will work on figuring out how to fix what I just did. Because I just banned your comments and didn't mean to do that. I don't know how to fix that. I can't fix that from here. You have to fix that on your end.
A lot of facts. What happens in these sorts of incidents is typically ICE puts out a press release before anybody else can speak with the press, and then it gets reported on social media and elsewhere. Remember, these are the same folks who killed a person, unarmed person, just a couple of weeks ago in Franklin Park. At first, they said that the officer had been threatened with his life. The reality of it and the truth of it has now...
Trust me, it was accidentally, because that particular person can call my phone and chew me out.
come out, and that wasn't the case. They killed somebody. So here it's really hard to know exactly what the facts are, and they won't let us access the facts. They are just putting out their propaganda, and then we've got to later determine what actually happened.
Yeah, what happened is your PD commanders went, we're not going to get involved in this. Don't go near it. And now you're getting busted for it. Let's see. Oh, God, that hurt. You got to turn that down. That's the worst part about this freaking Antifa shit when you're trying to watch it, is the damn whistles and bullhorns. Oh, my freaking God.
Puff,
Some of this
pass.
shit.
Try to chat again, please.
Look at this idiot. What is this, like a gladiator mask and a Captain America shield? Like, what the hell is this? Light them up, boys. Light them up. They're going to deport him back to Reddit. I don't know. Reddit mods are in a whole lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, they are. They have their own issues.
No, that took away every. Boy, I bet you that one deleted the one I wanted. Of course, we have another federal judge who, well, you know, these federal judges anymore. Another federal judge has blocked Trump from activating the National Guard, sending them in.
Hey all, Maxine Dexter, Oregon's 3rd. Extremely grateful that Judge Immergut has granted a 14-day temporary restraining order against National Guard's troops being deployed in Portland or Oregon. This is extraordinary. It is validating. It is confirming what we knew, that this was an egregious, unconstitutional order by our administration.
But it's not, because he's done it, what, 3 times now? Been challenged 3 times and won 3 times now? You're muted. Yeah. There you go.
No, I'm not.
Damn it. So, you know, we got 3 challenges on this, and he keeps winning them.
And we don't need, nor do we want, National Guard or any military troops in our city. Now, let's also be clear that the Department of Homeland Security is not behaving in a way consistent with your First Amendment rights. Today at the ICE facility off of Southwest Macadam, it appears that excessive force was used against peaceful protesters.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that, ma'am. Because I happen to have a couple
maybe
videos.
the guy in the dinosaur suit.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Here's your oops. Here's your peaceful protesters. Right in the face. And there's more, because then you've got idiots like, oh no, I'm not doing that one. Stop. Oh, this guy here, this is a great one. You want to talk about a guy you should not have messed with. This guy needs a job with ICE. He's not Antifa, he's on the good guy side. And this dude, I would think twice before I fuck with this guy. That homie was lights out before he even knew it.
Oh, before his head was turned 90 degrees. That woman going, try to stop.
He's like,
yeah.
Ready? Good night.
Someone telegraphs a punch like that and you get hit by it, you've obviously never been in a fight.
No. What's the other one? Oop. There we go. More of these peaceful protesters, Beers. I don't understand why these peaceful protesters keep getting in trouble.
Pass.
Okay, he's peaceful.
Blame it on
you laid your hands on him, you're done. I'm loving the fact that they push him back, but if they touch him, they grab him.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck around and find out right there. Beautiful. Oops.
We got that.
Oh, I love that riot training. That was so much fun. Yeah. We were always snatched. My squad was always snatch team. It was just grab them and yank them right through the line.
Then we have a City of Chicago councilwoman who, well, she played the fuck around and find out game. A ICE agent showed up to grab a guy up that was at the hospital, and she decided she was going to tell them no, they can't do it. Yeah, it didn't work out well.
He has constitutional rights. No.
He has constitutional rights. Do you have a sign?
No, you need to leave. Turn around. You're turn around and leave. He is under. I'm going to arrest you. You are going to be placed under arrest.
LGBTQIA group there.
Can somebody go in the hallway and get Lisa for me, please? Can somebody go in the hallway and get Lisa for me?
It's amazing these people who involve themselves in a situation that's not theirs. They don't know the law.
Yep.
They just think they do, and they think they're somebody they're not.
I mean, this is an older person who's being under arrest.
And council member. I mean, so they think their word is law.
Like, you are a lowly council member. You have zero power.
Other staffer who's in the hallway by
You
registration
make
to come
budget
here,
decisions.
please.
Yeah. The only time they have power is their actual vote on the council.
Like,
That's the only
okay, are we going to pay out this settlement? Okay.
Can somebody get my staffer, please?
This is a hospital. Do you have a sign for this warrant for him? I am asking. I am asking. I did not.
Damn it, Beers, I privately DM'd you and said, don't fix Puff Puff Pass. So she gets her ass snagged up.
Oh, you'll probably get a phone call after the show.
That's all right. I put it on silent anyway. And this guy here, because Black America is waking the fuck up to the bullshit.
Well,
this one here.
a few are.
Black people in Chicago, let's get this clear for the record so nobody is confused, right? In 2020 and 2021, when Democrats, specifically Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, flooded Chicago with the illegal, undocumented criminal invaders, y'all didn't have nothing to say about that, right? When the mayor, Lori Lightfoot, gave them benefits, millions, prepaid EBT cards with $10,000 on it, prepaid Visa cards, 6 months worth of free rent, free health care, free child care, y'all were okay with that. And then you all continue to be okay with it by going.
Hey, you see what I see inside chat?
Ah, Supermod.
We have an Elf on the Shelf sighting. Jessica has blessed our presence. Do I still have her thing? I do. Supermod Jessica has arrived. It's a good thing we don't pay her because she's like 2 hours late. For that, there will be no Skittles.
Out and voting for Kamala Harris to continue what she was doing with the open borders, right? Now that ICE is there to actually do something about it, right? With Trump's mandate, now you all are boohoo, whining and crying, complaining that ICE is coming to black neighborhoods. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Where else are they supposed to go when that's where y'all allowed them to go?
And he's got a great point. They brought them in, they put them in the lower income neighborhoods, and then they're upset when Trump goes in to clear them out going, oh, you're in the black neighborhoods doing this. You put them there.
Yeah.
You see, Democrats didn't put these illegals in Oak Brook or Oak Park or Evanston in any of the white neighborhoods, yet you got the white liberals downtown protesting to keep those people there because they know that they're in black neighborhoods. And y'all goofy. Y'all falling for.
And that's the funniest thing. If you look at these protests for the ones that aren't wearing masks, they're all young white kids.
Yeah.
There's a few older people in there, but it's mostly young white kids. Down in neighborhoods that they wouldn't go to if their life depended on it for a Friday night, you know?
Y'all voted for Kamala Harris, and now y'all are protesting
Apparently
ICE
my cat's
coming
tail
to
has
black
pissed it
neighborhoods
off.
to remove these criminal invaders. Y'all are calling ICE racist for coming to the black neighborhoods. Well, why are they coming to the black neighborhoods? Because that's where you all allowed them to go. So tell me you a goofy Democrat plantation slave without telling me you a goofy Democrat plantation slave.
See here. What did you say? 70% of all new HIV diagnoses in the U.S. are non-Hispanic black. Well, that's true. Let's see here. Whoa, this is way blown up. Oh, this is the document out of that judge, but I need to cover the other thing first. Let's go here first then. So this court order block right here. AG Rayfield secures court order blocking President Trump's deployment of National Guard to Portland. Federal judges granted Oregon's request for a temporary restraining order blocking the president's order to deploy federalized national troops to Portland. On Sunday, Secretary Hedges issued a menu federalizing 200 troops. In less than 6 hours, he filed a lawsuit challenging this unnecessary, unwanted, and unlawful federalization of our Guard, which Trump's won in every single state he's done this in so far. On Friday morning, a judge held a hearing on a request to immediately stop this order and agreed that U.S. military has no place in our cities. The court agreed with our position, which doesn't matter because these lower leftist judges do this every freaking time. And they lose every freaking time. They go on to list judges' order is just typical garbage, not back to fact. Furthermore, this country has this is just a section of the judge's decision. Furthermore, this country has a long-standing foundation tradition to resistance of government overreach, especially in the form of military intrusion into civil affairs. Well, here's the problem. Portland wasn't getting rid of the illegals. They made themselves a sanctuary state. Yeah. So the federal government had to come in and go, you're not doing it. Yes, I know, but we're not going to be able to see it or hear about it till it's done. And I don't know of anybody live tweeting it right now. And he goes on to list on, a few things. For example, the constitutional provisions for civil control of military, a bunch of garbage. I mean, it really is a bunch of garbage. Overgrown executive will not long see safe companions of liberty, means a defense against foreign danger, which a lot of this is like, it's the records of federal convention. It's not an actual court case. The only court case he had was Laird versus Tatum, 408 US 1. And that doesn't even apply here because it's not the same situation. So once again, we've got libtards being libtards, and they're not going to, it's not going to change. Go another one of these. Go here. You know what the scenes outside when they snag one of these guys up and drag them behind the fence makes you think of? Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah.
Remember, folks, these are just peaceful protesters that are shoving ICE agents around.
Yeah.
So we could go into a ton of those.
Oh,
but they get a little monotonous. What I will get into is, let's see here. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Beers, we have a problem in America. That problem is people buy these wonderfully cool and expressive little inflatable suits. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Man, I'm not even sure what you call them.
They're inflated costume.
Inflated costumes. Well, the problem we have in America is that they're under attack. And they're being harmed. And I have 2 videos to support this. Here is a guy who just minding his business out on a Friday night in Portland, happens to come across this group of people that just seem angry all the time. I hear it's because they can't get girlfriends. But he finds himself in the middle of the situation, and, well, this happens.
For those who don't know, that's the inflation vent.
That's where he's breathing from. But it gets worse than that. Because in my research on that, I found that there's an epidemic of people being assaulted in these suits.
What?
Uh,
Get me out of this motherfucking state!
Oh, this one. Rotten mayo.
I'll help you, all right? Don't worry. Oh, stand still. Oh, that's great.
Get me out of this thing, I fucking stink! Dude, that's not funny!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. This is Franco, your.
Hey, why are you laughing?
That didn't get me my bag.
I need to bottle that next time I go down to LA. She just rip it off.
Told you, Beer, there's an epidemic of these people being attacked.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Well, it is just one step removed from freedom, so you know.
So, one of these peaceful protesters, a couple nights ago, or a few nights ago, it might have been last week that he actually did it. I can't remember exactly when it was. But he threw a bunch of red paint on the Portland Ice Building. You hear about that?
Mm-hmm.
Threw a bunch of paint, got some on some ice officers, everything else. They got his face on camera. He's dumb enough to come back the next night. And it led to one of the funniest videos I've seen in a while of what happens when you have to face the consequences. Look at this little bitch shake. He is terrified. He's like, I am so fucked right now. And the thing is to my understanding, Judge Janine's the one that's going to be going after all these tards.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that is not a woman I want to piss off. Look at him shake, though. He's like, wait till my mommy finds out what I did. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I would not want to be on the other side of on the other table from Judge Janine running
God, no. You familiar with the old line? If you play with fire, you're going to get burnt.
Yep. FAFO.
Yeah. Well, this guy didn't learn. Oh crap! We're gonna have to. I didn't realize I had that in the background. Yeah, old dum dum here tried to set off a firebomb, lit his ass on fire. Had to mute that because we get in enough trouble for what we do. I love the leg kick though. Like it looks like a damn dance move.
AG says that was 2020, but still funny. Still the same people.
Shut up, AG. Keep your brain to yourself. Don't come in here with your not quite a doctorate. Oh, let's see here. We got the Rafi Mal kick. And we got a little bit of this one here. Unmute now. You watch that 2 seconds of that Brooks and Dunn song will get hit. There we go. This is where it starts to go. So it's just constant. Every night is this lately. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Crap. I just get rid of the whole section too, didn't I?
Oh, jeez.
That's all right. It wasn't anything really there. It was just a couple of tweets. Recently closed. Is that what I really wanted? Nope. Not that one. Let's see. We don't need to cover that. That's done. We don't need to cover that. That's done. As far as this government shutdown goes, this about sums up everything you need to know about it. Don't worry, we'll survive. The last guy didn't do nothing for 4 years.
True. Except screw up the withdrawal from Afghanistan. But yeah.
Oh, come on now. That went flawlessly.
Yeah.
That went flawlessly. And of course, everybody's favorite, because he always has a way of putting it where it just makes sense.
We took out, and here's what they want us to put back in. We found that under President Biden, they were spending $3 million for circumcisions and vasectomies in Zambia. We took that out. The Congresswoman says, we're going to shut down government till you put that back in. We found $500,000 of American taxpayer money for electric buses in Rwanda. We found $3.6 million for pastry cooking classes and dance focus groups for male prostitutes in Haiti.
Is that why you booked that vacation to Haiti?
Yeah.
You're going to go take some dance lessons?
That was for you.
I'm too white to dance. I know better.
Hey.
I kid you not.
I was surfing during the Haitian stuff, so.
Oh, so you already took that class.
In the budget.
I didn't go down there. That's one of the deployments I missed.
Under President Biden. We took it out. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez.
I love the fact that you deliberately mispronounces her name every time. Every time. And she gets so fucking mad over it.
In the socialist wing, the loon wing of the Democratic Party says we're going to shut down government until you put it back in. I'll just read you a few more that we took out. They are demanding we put back in. $6 million for media organizations for the Palestinians. $833,000 for transgender people in Nepal. $300,000 for a pride parade in Lesotho.
Where the frick is that?
I
don't even know where that's at.
$882,000 for social media mentorship in Serbia. $4.2 million. We took it out. The Congresswoman and the socialist wing of their party says we got to put that back in for the open government. $4.2 million for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex people in the Western Balkans and Uganda.
You know, it seems unreal, but it is real, and that's the scary part.
I know. It's like, why?
I could spend the rest of the afternoon here.
That's what blows my mind. But they'll run around, oh, the Republicans are so bad. Like, no, we're done paying for this shit. Here's a video that I lost earlier. God damn it.
He didn't go down there for that. He went down there for Mrs. R to get that.
Yeah. He went down there so he could watch his wife get plowed by 10 black guys. I'll say, I don't give a shit. Come at me, Nick. I dare you. I got a lot more lawyers that are friends than you do now.
Guys. Everything we heard about the fucking ICE shooting, complete fucking lie.
Got one offering to fly all over the country for us.
They said that the ICE agents were like boxed in by 10 vehicles, surrounded by 10 vehicles, right? Surrounded on all sides. None of it. It was just this white truck was an unmarked.
No, see, that's not true. We played the video earlier. That's just one I was missing because I wanted to play this and go, talk about the narrative change. because there's a video we watched earlier where they were literally chasing them down the street, a whole stream of cars.
Yeah. And I bet you the driver is probably a combat vet that did convoys. I mean, when you're getting pursued, you just push everything out of the way.
Oh yeah. For the upcoming election, though, the Democrats did an update to their logo. Did you hear about this?
Oh no.
What do you mean? Oh no.
Does it have a unicorn horn?
No.
Okay.
It does not. However, with the changes in their political, base and their belief system, they've updated the Democrat logo for the next election.
I thought it was going to go more LGBT type of thing, but okay.
Well, no, they tried to count on them for voting the last time, and that didn't work out with them. So they brought in 10 million new voters over the last 4 years. They're like, you're being replaced. You're out of here.
Well, I mean, Trump brought in a huge percentage of the Latin community.
Oh, huge. Huge. So that moves us on to our final subject of the evening. The one that upsets you the most. Comey's been indicted.
Oh, no.
And I tell you, I know a lot of y'all here watch Sean. We watch Sean, love him to death. He's been on our show many, many times. But I disagree with Sean. I think this might actually have some teeth to it. We'll see.
It's just anything at a political level is such a small chance that anything actually happening.
You can be very skeptical. But here's a little history on Comey and his bullshit. Here's an interview he did a while back, shortly after he was out.
You look at this White House now, and it's hard to imagine 2 FBI agents ending up in the same room. How did that happen?
I sent them. Something I probably wouldn't have done or maybe gotten away with in a more organized investigation, a more organized administration, in the George W. Bush administration, for example, or the Obama administration. The protocol, 2 men that all of us have perhaps increased appreciation for over the last 2 years. And in both of those administrations, there was process. And so if the FBI wanted to send agents into the White House itself to interview a senior official, you would work through the White House counsel, and there'd be discussions and approvals and who would be there. And I thought it's early enough, let's just send a couple guys over.
So he's literally sitting there bragging about setting up, White House officials to try and trap them. Of course, this is the famous case where they pretty much did whatever they wanted. Hold on, I'm trying to do. There we go. This is going to upset Sean because I'm picking on his favorite artist. But this one I thought was funny. Taylor Swift friendship bracelets for former FBI director. Because as we all know, Sean Martin, potentially criminal, is a big-time Swiftie. As we learned this week, he's found a way to merge his 2 favorite passions, Swift and trains, which was rather disturbing. Before we get into the next section of this, a little walk down memory lane. Let's not forget when Roger Stone was indicted by a grand jury for the same charges as Comey. And the next day, a 28-member SWAT team raided Stone's house to arrest him.
Yeah,
Comey's
like
indicted
4 or 5 in the morning?
Oh, yeah, super early. Comey was indicted a week ago, and he still hasn't been arrested or fingerprinted. And let's remember how many people Comey, like the 78-year-old guy at the airport they picked up, walked him out in chains. That kind of bullshit. Comey indicted can go. And of course, Comey had to come out and say something, and this was just absolutely disturbing. Ooh, that was the wrong thing to hit. Don't do that. This is Comey's statement after he's been indicted.
My family and I have known for years that there are costs to standing up to Donald Trump, but we couldn't imagine ourselves living any other way. We will not live on our knees, and you shouldn't either. Somebody that I love dearly recently said that fear is the tool of a tyrant, and she's right. But I'm not afraid, and I hope you're not either. I hope instead you are engaged, you are paying attention, and you will vote like your beloved country depends upon it, which it does. My heart is broken for the Department of Justice, but I have great confidence in the federal judicial system, and I'm innocent. So let's have a trial and keep the faith.
Yeah. You're real innocent, pal. Because we got you on video lying under oath.
Yep.
Because as you so eloquently put in the sand and the seashells, we also... the seashell thing's going to come back and bite him for a while.
Yeah.
That was not a smart move for him. Let's see, go here. And the other part of the Comey deal, because everybody's already seen the documents, everybody's done that shit, is this one here. FBI is weighing on an arrest of a perp walk for Comey and suspended an agent for refusing to help. FBI is considering carrying out a showy arrest of perp walk for the agency's now indicted ex-director James Comey and suspended an agent who refused to participate in the plan. Resources familiar to the matter told CBS. And it goes into him being charged and everything else. Now here's my problem with it. People all upset. Oh my God, they're firing this agent for not doing it. If I don't do what my boss tells me to do, guess what happens? I get fired.
At the very least, get written up for insubordination.
Yeah. So here's an agent who got told, you need to do this, and he refused, so there's consequences for that.
Yep.
Don't want to go too much more into that. Don't too much more into that. So we're good on that. Bring this over here. Tell you what, let's go ahead and pause for a commercial break. Well, do we want to do any body cams? Or you want to keep going, or are you good?
I'm good for right now.
All right. Tell you what, let's do a break from our sponsor, and then we're going to come back with some body cams for tonight, some good ones.
Okay.
Do you live in the great state of Georgia and you need trailer park representation? Then you need to call J-Rock Law. Can Hottie Helen from down the street get you drunk on Mad Dog 2020 and stay the night? Now she won't leave? Then you need J-Rock Law. Did your uncle brother get you pregnant again and won't pay child support? Then you need J-Rock Law. Did you get too drunk at the 4th of July trailer park picnic and wake up married to your cousin? Then you need to call J-Rock Law. Is the zoning board after you for that addition that you always wanted? Then you need to call J-Rock Law. Is Tammy, the trailer park manager, coming after you with all new rules because her fourth baby daddy went to jail again? Then you need J-Rock Law. Are baby daddies 2, 4, and 5 not taking the kids for visitation? Then you need to call J-Rock Law. J-Rock Law, 1-900-696-6969. All your trailer park needs. 1156 Sunnyvale Park, Lot 69, Climax, Georgia. 69696. J-Rock Law. Thank you to our sponsor, J-Rock Law. We appreciate you. We're still waiting for that Cash App deposit, so we'll stop playing that. I got a humble. Wow, yeah, that's believable. I've got a really good body cam for you. This one was a must-have. One was a must-have. So here we go. I think chat's gonna love this one.
On June 20th, 2025, Linden police in Louisville, Kentucky were called by hotel staff over Leonard Brandon Pitchford, who refused to leave his room. Brandon was known to police from a similar previous incident where intact explosives were found in his room after his arrest. Knowing this information, officers approached the situation carefully.
We got a warm
something, we can get them.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
take them out. But if
You
it's
also know
just,
you're going to get fired even.
we haven't got that far.
We haven't got that far. Still alive.
He's got a cord through the latch on the door.
Okay.
I was on the phone with dispatch a while ago and checked him. He doesn't have any warrants right now.
No, okay. So then, if that's the case, the only thing we can really do is just a knock and talk. You know?
Well, I mean, what is?
At this point, the room is ours. We
Okay.
pay for tonight.
So the question becomes, what are you going to do or authorized to do to open the door?
Right. We have bolt cutters?
It's pop metal though. It pops off.
Oh, it does? Okay.
He's got a ball on there, but he's got it looks like a cord off of a light or something through that. You can see it when we crack the door open. If I could reach in, but if he's in there, I'm just going to slam the door on my hand and
Considering the amount of issues.
If you all need a fire and EMS, then go ahead and stay.
he has towels down in the door as well.
Has anybody had interaction with him?
I did.
Just on the elevator.
On the elevator, and then I went to his room because he couldn't get his air running. So I went back up the elevator with him and told him not to come in the room with me. I said, I'll make sure your air works before you come in there. I don't want you to come into a hot room.
Right.
Because all the stuff was still in the hallway.
Yeah.
He was telling me how he'd been to the cemetery to see his mom and dad, and they moved his mom's headstone, grave, and everything because of a government security thing.
Starting to worry maybe there might be a little bit of mental issue going on.
They put the grass back when it wasn't normal. They made him leave. So him to go get psychiatric help. He's like, I believe they told me.
What was that?
They have to move a grave because of government security? Huh? Okay.
They threw me out of the cemetery. I was like, never.
Oh, it gets worse. It gets much
So
worse.
it's Wednesday afternoon.
So we can go try to knock on the door, see if he's going to open it and talk to us.
We got nothing on
If and when he doesn't open the door, what do you all want to do then?
Just for him to leave it open.
No, I mean, what steps are you going to take to get the door open?
Break it down.
Break it down is the only way.
Signed for another day. But
he hasn't paid for it.
He didn't pay for it. Because we've had his wallet and stuff.
He needs to come down and recheck him.
Is there a way to know if he retrieved the message off the phone?
His phone's here. It's
No,
in the back.
I mean the hotel phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
Did you hear that? They just, if he doesn't open the door, they want to break it down to get him out.
They can do what they want to do.
So I need to reiterate that we'll be there with him while he
We'll be there to make them safe.
Okay. So if it comes to a force, it would have to be you all doing the force to open the door.
Okay.
We can stand by.
Okay.
And make sure that nothing bad happens after that, but we can't do that for you.
Understood.
You said he had bomb making stuff? You know what that last time?
He did.
Should we be knocking the door down? Considering he's got something strung through the lock?
Well, the only reason we dealt with him last time was there was a warrant for his arrest.
Yes.
And then we discovered all that after the fact. We have no indication that he has that stuff here.
Right, I'm just
we
saying-
didn't have indication of it last time either.
I was just thinking since he has something strung through the door latch.
What is it? Was it like a wire or what?
It is a
A plug.
It's
A
a
plug.
cord.
Yeah, it's like you can see the plug.
So, like I said, when it comes to breaking a door, it's y'all's call.
I guess let's try the first, then see if we can.
We'll do a knock and talk.
Yep.
Go from there.
Okay.
And then if we need to escalate it.
Yeah, we knocked and then we opened the door.
He
so
didn't
we
even answer anything?
No, and we were really loud because we opened the door and then spoke inside of the room.
Okay.
And nobody responded. You can only hear the TV on.
We'll just hang out for a minute. We'll go up there. We'll go do a knock and talk. If nothing, we'll come back down.
Sounds good.
You know the room number?
307.
So if you see a red Honda Civic with expired plates and no insurance, 2006, I think the guy's name was.
It's pretty bad that they already know this guy's name. They know his car.
Oh,
They're like,
most of these things they usually do unless it's a transient.
Yeah.
If they're local, they usually know the people that they're dealing with all the time.
Wes that owns the car.
He's the friend. We're
He's the friend that owns the car, not the guy we're.
Just wait, chat, because I promise you, you'll enjoy this. Pharaoh might enjoy it a little too much.
That was Bristol.
Yeah.
Try calling him by name, Brandon.
Brandon! Brandon!
After about 2 minutes of unanswered knocking, an officer goes downstairs to inform hotel staff so they can break down the door.
Sound like TV, if anything.
More high physical.
Brandon, come open the door.
Huh?
More high physical standards for the police department.
I was just thinking to myself, they got the dude who's going to have a heart attack running. The other two are going to stroke out. Like, you know, the donut shop's the safest place in that town.
Yeah.
You guys got scissors? Okay. We'll put one of y'all up there too. He's not coming to the door. So if he's got the cord, if y'all want to cut the cord, and we'll just get the door down too. And then at this point, it's just we need you guys to go and open the door and everything. We'll be good.
Okay, let's do it.
Put a mail down in front of the Walgreens at 9409 Shelbyville Road. Not moving. Looks like EMS has started.
I ask if J-Town can make that one, or Metro?
Send it to Metro.
Could you request Metro respond to that until we can clear from this?
Okay, for sure.
Some people lock the doors on accident. I usually reach in, turn the light on, reach up there and feel and see what I've got going on.
Yeah.
Know how to put this in.
I say we break it. It's just a little plastic card. We can replace it. It's not a big deal. As opposed to risking putting my hand in and you never know what beats inside.
Okay. I mean, whichever costs the least amount of money.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. Worry about the
Get ready, chat, because it's about to get real.
Yeah.
About to get spicy.
Right.
Brandon, come open the door.
Nobody respond?
The only thing I could hear is possibly
I think
TV.
those cops probably bust the limit on that elevator there.
I just saw a video yesterday where two cops were on an elevator and it stopped. One dude's laughing, the other dude is freaking out. It was hilarious.
5145. Show us at 2605 November Street, apartment 101.
Okay, when there is going to be a
Hello?
Back up.
Remember, history of
Ready.
explosives.
Brandon, open the door. 5802 radio.
5802, go ahead.
Management tried to open the door. There's been some type.
It's also going to be very important to listen what he has to say when they get him out of the room. Real important to listen to what he has to say.
Of small incendiary device go off. Go ahead and start fire this way, but have them stage in the parking lot next door. Start Metro's hazardous devices. Also start Metro's hazardous unit.
Brandon, come to the door! Come to the door! Police, Brandon! Come out! Police! Come out with your hands up! Come out with your hands up! Are you hurt? Open the door!
Get the door open. When you come out, you need to have empty hands. Empty hands.
Let me see your hands!
Hands up!
Come on! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Down, all the way down! Get on the ground!
All the way down. Hands behind your back. Both of them. Both of them. Lay still.
Down! On the ground! Down! Get on the ground!
Give me your hand.
We got to active fire.
Put it back.
Got what?
Put your hands behind your back.
I don't have a radio. I don't have a radio.
Fire extinguisher! Fire!
How does a cop not have his radio? Like,
Well, the Uvalde thing.
yeah, shit,
The chief didn't have his freaking radio. I mean,
yeah.
Extinguisher! Fire extinguisher!
Stop moving. Yep, we'll get you away from this door after you're handcuffed.
Thank you.
Don't let you sit up.
Okay. I can't breathe.
Just sit on your butt.
I need ambulance.
Sit on your butt.
Scoot this way.
Are there any explosives in there?
What else is in there?
What else is in there? Are there any explosives in there?
Lay down. Sit down on your ass right now. Sit down. Sit down.
Yang. I can't freaking holster right now.
Okay, good.
It helps me breathe. My diaphragm. What else is in the room? What was it that went off?
Careful.
Tell me what that was.
What exploded?
I can't breathe.
What exploded?
I can't breathe. What What was the smoke from?
Post-incident reports indicate that there are 2 other intact explosive devices in the room. Officers were not aware of that information at the time.
Start fire, start fire!
Sit down.
We need fire to respond.
And remember, chat, it's important to listen to what he says.
Into the building.
Oh, that's painful.
The subject 1015, but we need to respond.
Fire out, pull out, pull out, pull out.
There's more people on this floor that need to get out.
Get everyone out. Start evacuating your people.
Oh, there's smoke. Can we get away from the smoke?
Is there an exit down there?
Says there is.
Give a blanket. He is butt naked. Anything on this one. All right.
I'm seriously having a reaction to this.
Tell me what it is. What was it?
I know.
You did it. What is it?
I take the piss.
Tucker.
The voices made me do it. The voices.
How long the voice has been telling you to do that?
Ever since I started trying to 3 days ago. I told you, wait for it, it's coming. The voices.
How long the voice has been telling you to do that?
Ever since I started trying to 3 days ago.
We're wrapping up downstairs. We're going down the steps. Walk. 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 Stay standing up and walk.
We got me with this help, please. Please. No, my privates.
Wait a minute.
Come around this corner.
Tell Miranda what are you doing?
Patient is complaining of smoke inhalation.
Yes. Yes.
Walk this way.
Thank you.
Going to that shade tree right there.
Okay.
Stand up. You said that helps you breathe.
Yes, sir. That was too much pressure on my diaphragm. They have water bags at my head. Wait, look closer. What?
I did.
ELT radio. A portable fire extinguisher was used, but we cannot guarantee the fire is completely out. There's heavy smoke in the room and in the hallway. We have the patient outside in the parking lot. The 1015 that EMS needs to examine. The hotel staff is trying to evacuate the building.
And then upstairs, you were so wrong. My eye doctor told me he designed these eyes. I could put a laser pointer in them. Dr. Eiferman, I saw him at U of L just the other day. They took my eyes. Millions of people watch me through these eyes. Check the data. Check the Google Toronto. And Toronto. Alex will know.
Hey, you know what would help you feel better?
What?
Stop talking and just breathe.
Stop talking. They're going to nail me if I don't get some information out. They took 3 phones of mine today in my bedroom. I can't call anybody for help. Huh?
The chat that needs to go help.
Say it again?
I think we have an EMT here in chat that needs to go help this guy.
No. All 3 phones. I emailed President Clinton several times. And the director of the... Oh, I hate to tell you this, but that server's been wiped. Secret Service, NWDRB, NWHS 11, and Carter Journal. They never should have took my natural eyes. Check Facebook. He's out there.
Oh, yeah.
Grindr. There's videos of these under IR light. They look like cord olives. They're awful. They're disgusting. That's why a little girl called me an alien the other day. And you have little boys dancing at my breakfast table, doing strip dances, a 12-year-old, and then an 8-year-old, and nobody to help me deal with that. No, thank you. I'm a good person. Or else you wouldn't be here in the first place.
What was that device that exploded?
Fifth.
What?
Fifth.
I don't know what you're saying.
Fifth.
Fifth? Oh, you plead the fifth. I'm not doing it to charge you with something. I need to know if it's going to be hazardous to my people.
And they won't let me have an attorney. My attorney's a computer scientist, so said he.
I had to give him $2,500 without a Kentucky State Bar accreditation. I want a real PSC accredited by the State Bar in the real court of law with the KRS statutes or federally. I have all the evidence I
You need to go. 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 Out of the way. Out of the way.
They probably had him come do a striptease fight. They don't let me get fucked for 3 years, just like trying every day.
Let's walk over to this
You know
ambulance.
where the fire is?
Third floor. 307. Stop there. He had himself locked in the room. The maintenance people tried to open the door. There was some type of flash. Heavy smoke was in the room. He won't tell us what it was. Yeah, we're all good.
Slow down.
I just don't know if you want the truck right there. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
I'm scared.
Why?
I'm scared. I can't breathe. I feel like I'm underwater.
Take a breath.
Yeah, I can't catch my breath.
Because you're breathing all crazy. Slow down.
Listen, it's EMS. They're trying to help you.
Slow and easy.
I'm not in this on myself.
You ain't got no singeing or nothing in your mouth, so you're good.
Is you sure in the top of the throat?
Yeah, you're good. You need to slow down. You're okay.
Dr. Patrick, the one that deals with my implants, can he meet me in the hospital?
What implant?
I got thousands in my body. My eyes are ridiculous. A 2-year-old.
I got thousands. A 2-year-old can see through my eyes. He's out there, and in a little bit here, you'll realize how far gone and he is.
Eyes. I get people
Have
throw
you met
out
Mr.
personal
Pitchford
life in
before?
my face every day.
Is he the one that blows up stuff?
I don't blow.
I'm amazed you're out again. They said
He
you
is
were
handcuffed behind the back.
Because you wrote clear all mental illness the other day, apart from adjustment disorder. I've got the paperwork.
Brandon, listen. I'm going to unhook one of these handcuffs, but we're going to your front. Do not resist and do not pull away.
He's one over playing across the street off of 120 North.
Oh, look at this. Look who's late as hell.
Oh, wow.
Late. Oh, shame, Tia. Shame. Everybody shame Tia. She late. 3 hours late.
Yeah. It was small. We used the portable extinguisher.
He has
We think it
explosive
was
devices.
Are you a
History of
1500?
explosive.
Yeah, that I know.
Okay.
Somebody help me.
All right. Come on and have a seat.
Metro put in there that you will have to make
Yes,
a
I got
formal
their wish. I
request
can't
for
go
eliminating
cry.
hazardous device unit to
Just
respond.
like dirt.
Swing your legs
Just for all
up.
of them. 10-4-13.
Put your legs straight. There you go.
After his arrest, a $200,000 cash bond was set. He was charged with 1 count of third-degree use of a weapon of mass destruction and 43 counts of first-degree wanton endangerment, where each count pertains.
I wonder how much of that'll get flagged down, because that's basically hitting it with everybody who was in the hotel.
Yeah.
To the occupants in the hotel who were at risk of injury from the explosion. After news of his arrest broke out, one previous neighbor to Brandon spoke to reporters about his past behavior.
It's just been 7 years of being held hostage in your house. He would come out and stand on the deck screaming and yelling and cussing. I mean, it just got to the point nobody could ever let their kids out to play. He had all these propane tanks and stuff. We were waiting for any of those to ignite, and the police officers are doing everything they can do. And now it's time for our courts to do something.
Lori also shared with news that she witnessed Brandon walk down his driveway fully nude.
Put him in a hospital and have him evaluated.
Court footage obtained during Brandon's plea hearing sparked controversy.
He is charged.
No, Litter, please don't say anything today, okay?
Despite Brandon making those statements, a plea of not guilty was entered on his behalf.
This is because I was grown mentally incompetent, huh?
This footage, along with his disorganized comments during arrest, are very typical signs of persecutory, grandiose, and specifically for Brandon, somatic delusions or strong false beliefs about one's own body. His actions and speech are commonly displayed by those with severe...
Isn't that the same thing liberal women suffer from?
cases of schizophrenia. Countless posts from Brandon's social media suggest this has been an ongoing problem.
Hell, Dank DeMoss thinks she fits in a sedan.
What? My bionic eyes. You look at my scary as alien eyes. Synthetic biology modeled after avians. No, rats. I look like an owl eye. No wonder people were scared to death of me. I probably would be too. I don't know that I'm even a human anymore. No wonder I get treated like a zoo animal. It's starting to make sense. I bet your eye doesn't look like that, and I bet you can't hold a laser pointer in it.
At his next court date on September 30th, 2025, a competency report may deem Brandon unfit for trial and send him to a state psychiatric facility until he is restored to competency. If he
think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad because it's clearly deep psychological issues.
Oh yeah.
Still funny as shit. Especially when he says, since I've been trying to jerk off for 3 days. That was fucking hilarious.
fails to reach competency, he will likely go to the Kentucky Correctional Psychiatric Center indefinitely. His release would be dependent on psychiatric and judicial approval. If competency is restored, or if the report suggests he is competent on September 30th and he is found guilty, he faces 5 to 10 years for using a weapon of mass destruction and 1 to 5 years for each count of wanton endangerment. Kentucky law caps Class C felony sentences to a maximum consecutive prison term of 20 years, unless his record shows he committed multiple prior felonies. In that case, the persistent felony offender statute could extend his sentence to last the rest of his life.
So yeah, that was pretty wild. Yeah. I knew I'll get a kick out of that when he was talking about I've been trying to jerk off for 3 days. I knew that would work because I know our chat. Our chat, oh, you ain't gonna believe what I just found.
Oh no.
Because I'm cringe and fat.
It was there. Somehow the name got changed. But it was there. We have it. Let's see. I got one more and then we're out of here. This one here is pretty good. Let's see here.
10-4, be advised, this truck is pursuing. They got blue lights on, waving at me to follow. Hey! No! Tell him to stay put.
You gotta realize at this point, this cop's driving through his town and sees another vehicle chasing another vehicle with blue lights flagging him, telling him to pull over. So he has no clue what's going on. He's kind of like, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
J-Rock. Down, boy, down. Down. Down, boy, down. Gonna have to get him clipped.
What are you doing? Why?
No, she come through. She'll run at 50 miles an hour. She's running 85 miles an hour.
Who are you?
I'm a constable. Jefferson County constable.
Okay.
She run a stop sign light down here, but there she is.
Okay, that vehicle there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me pull over.
Yeah, you let's all move over there.
He's like, damn, calm down, old man. Christ.
.606 dispatch. Male driver of the truck is claiming to be Jefferson County Constable. Okay.
Hello.
You just sit tight. Okay. You need to settle down, okay?
All right, I've asked you for your driver's license, insurance, registration several times. You run 80 miles an hour coming up Highway 15. You run this stop sign light right down here.
I was scared. You're not in a police car.
That is a police vehicle.
You're not in a uniform. How do I know that?
I was
There's so much going on out here. How do I know that?
Don't holler at me.
You are yelling at me.
Here, do me a favor.
Just back up.
You're in my town now. You're going to back up when I tell you.
Yeah.
You're in my town now.
I don't care if he is a legit officer. Being dressed up like that with that vehicle, it is.
Yeah. You got a late 90s GMC with the Amazon light on top. Badges, badges, you can buy badges.
And a 3x3 sticker on each door.
Yeah. Doesn't even say cop. This is constable.
Oh,
Back
don't
up. Do you
start,
understand
buddy.
me?
Don't start.
Back up.
I'm
you need to
conducting
chill out.
this.
You need to chill out. Just go over there. I'll
No,
talk
Later,
to you.
old
don't you
lady.
tell me what to do.
Go.
I was going to give you a warning.
Hey, do you know what jurisdiction you're in right now?
Yes, I know.
So back
It
up.
don't matter. I come
Back
into this
up.
jurisdiction with my
Go.
lights on chasing her.
Yeah.
I have every right.
That does not look like a police vehicle.
I don't
from
care
the
what
front.
you
You
think.
understand me? Back up.
Let me tell you something, buddy.
606. Give me a deputy.
Yeah, get a deputy.
Get back. I'm not arguing with
I
you.
am conducting this stop.
Go over there.
Don't tell me what to do.
No.
She has been nothing but trouble. She pulled away from a traffic stop.
Okay, and I'll figure that out in a second. Right now, you're in my town, okay? So you're going to chill out. You're not even in your jurisdiction anymore. You didn't
I
call
was
in.
out of my
Did you
jurisdiction
call
when
in
I
a
come
stop?
in here.
Did you let county know that you were coming?
No.
No, exactly. So I don't know any of this is true.
Well,
so you can sit back and
what
wait.
you want to do. You understand
Go. I'm not arguing with you.
me? You
Go.
ain't going to argue. I promise you.
I tell you what, though, kudos to this England cop. Because
Yeah.
he's like, wait a damn minute. This shit ain't adding up. Back the fuck off. You're not in your town. Let's get to the bottom of what's
No,
actually going on.
It still me. I'd be investigating impersonation on that guy before I started even investigating her speeding or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is the big, I think impersonating's a felony
Yes.
too. So that's a bigger charge right there.
606 dispatch. Just make note, as said, he claims to be Jefferson County Constable, wants to argue with me out here. He didn't call anything in with you when he was headed to Lonoke County? Ten-4. I had to push him back away from this vehicle. He would not settle down. Ten-4, stand by.
I think Grandpa's lived out his days as the constable.
Yeah.
But that thing don't even have a cop plate on it.
No.
God.
It's a non-exempt plate. But yeah, it's a town of like 150 people, and he's elected constable.
Yeah.
606. So 28 is going to be 377 X-ray Victor Sam 377 XVS.
Probably the only one in town without a felony.
Most of the residents are addicted to meth.
If I saw that sticker on the side of a door and an Amazon light on top, I ain't stopping.
No.
No way. And I've been across this country for years. I've seen every variation of cop car there is. And I'd look at that and go, that's sus as shit.
Yep.
Temple. Alright, just relax, okay?
Then there was another truck that was coming from the opposite way, and he was he blocked the whole street. So unfortunately, he's like, that's the police. Pull over. Right. I guess it's partner. I guess I don't know. He was behind me.
It's even that police car, everything you see on the outside, you can order on Amazon.
Yeah, absolutely. I was shocked. I had to order new oversized beacons for my truck to put in my grill. And it shocked me off Amazon. I was clicking on stuff like, holy crap, I can order this off Amazon with blue lights in it.
Yeah.
Like a regular truck. And then he came out of high school and said something about, I need to see your license and your registration.
Oh, boy's calling back to his department. You better tell this young whippersnapper he better get himself in line. I'm the constable.
AG, can you send me a link on that?
Unbelievable. Wow. Unreal.
Then And that's when I called you. I'm like,
No wonder why most of Oregon wants to leave and join Idaho.
Well, there's the town of Jefferson, which the state of Jefferson movement's on, and the town of Jefferson Act still declares itself sovereign.
Yeah.
no uniform, no police car, truck. You got like, it just looks like a light down innocent.
606. Did Jefferson County confirm if he called in any kind of pursuit?
Or it's county, actually. It's Jefferson County.
In the truck, like.
Yeah, so like I said, we're just relaxed, okay? Because, I mean, if I was you, I wouldn't have believed it was either.
Even the cop's like, I wouldn't have stopped either.
So you tell me what happened, okay?
Hold on, Eddie. I'm coming from Pine Bluff. I'm going the back way or whatever. He's going a little slow. I passed him, and then I guess that's when he claimed he turned his lights on for me to pull over. But I'm like not sure to pull over or not because he's not in the police car.
And so you don't have to tell me how fast you were going or nothing. But so from there you passed him.
Yeah, I passed him.
Yeah, and you didn't. Typically, when I pass somebody, I don't look at their vehicle. You didn't look at his. Didn't see any badging, nothing. Okay. And so what happened after you passed him?
And there it was another truck coming from the opposite side. I guess they are in cahoots with each other. I don't know. He literally blocked the street, like forced me to stop and pull over. He let his window down, so I let mine down a little bit, and then he was like, "You don't see who's behind you? That's the police. Pull over." And I'm like, "Whatever." So, but I have no choice but to pull over because he's blocking the street, and then he gets out the car.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead. (10-4). Right now, I've got him chilling out at his vehicle. It looks like he's about to come and talk to me again. All right, just sit there. Okay, so are we calmed down now?
I've been calmed down.
You
haven't been
your
calmed
hands
down.
on me.
Well, like I said, you're in my jurisdiction. You're
I
causing
come
a
into
scene.
your jurisdiction, but I left out of my jurisdiction.
All right.
Chased me.
And we're in the process of determining if you even called in a pursuit.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't
How would
intend
we
to
know
even
that?
write a ticket to nobody or even be on patrol.
All right, but
when I went to sheriff, she passed me doing 50 mile an hour in a 30 mile an hour zone.
Okay.
And I tried to stop her.
But
she pulled over. I asked for a driver's license, insurance, and registration. She refused, jumped in the car, or she was already in the car and took off.
All right.
She run 80 mile an hour from Cheryl all the way to here. Run that stop sign, a light down here.
You got a ticket booked?
Yeah, I got a ticket booked. I ain't out here for toys.
Are you gonna write her a ticket or?
Well, I had planned on giving her a warning until she's pulled all this crap.
All right.
I asked her multiple times before she pulled off the first time for driver's license, insurance, and registration. I identified myself. I got my badge on. I got the decals on the truck. I'm as legal as you are.
Well, our truck has got big giant police on it and blue lights all over it. Now I see you got a blue light on there. It's clearly visible.
Yep, no doubt.
But
I asked her why didn't she pull over.
You gotta think about history in the state of Arkansas with people in unmarked vehicles
I
pulling
can't help
people over.
Yeah, if I'd have done that,
hours
I
of
wouldn't even have
darkness.
had my badge on. I wouldn't have identified myself. I'd have pulled them decals off. I've got nothing to hide.
Yeah, think of over the years how many times we've heard stories of some fucker with his car decaled out in a fake. Man, we just watched one the other day with a fake cop. Like, come on, man.
Full legit, looked legitimate, like full police.
Yeah.
If you wrote her a ticket, what court would it be out of?
Be in Jefferson County.
Okay. And you can write her a ticket, and then you can leave. But she's not going to jail. All right.
That's a matter of opinion, her leaving the scene.
Oh no,
Running-
she's gonna leave the scene, and there ain't
Running-
jack. All right. You can write her a ticket if you want to.
You gonna let all that just pass?
Well, it happened in your jurisdiction. You
That's
can
right.
write her a ticket.
That's right.
All right.
That's what I tried to
You
explain
got
to
a
him.
ticket book. You can go write a ticket. But then y'all are gonna part ways, and that's gonna be the end of it. All right. All right.
What is it? Constable, Egyptian County.
This guy walks up and he goes, "What is that?" He's not even sure it's a cop car.
Vehicle here seemingly without calling it in. And she was fearful that he wasn't a real cop.
I mean, I would be too.
And so that's where we had to push him back away from her vehicle because he would not calm down.
So what's he writing her ticket for?
I guess speeding that she did through Cheryl. I don't know how he expects to uphold it. That's what I'm wondering. But he can write her for whatever happened in his jurisdiction. But
so what do you stop her?
all right.
That's the easiest way to settle this.
Wait, can you say what's on?
So he's a constable in Jefferson County.
Yeah, can you hear him?
And can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I hear you now.
Hey, it's Officer Harper over in England. This is a constable that pulled her over. We're verifying his identity, but the most that's going to happen is he's going to write her a citation.
Whatever happened
I think
in
he said she ran a
Cheryl,
stop sign or something. All right, so now listen, the citation is to come to court and fight it, okay? Right? That's a summons to appear. Under no circumstances is anything else going to happen, I promise you, okay? He will go to jail before.
That's a stand-up guy. I'm guessing that's like the sheriff, or definitely
local.
high ranking.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm gonna let him write a little ticket book, and that's all that's gonna happen because she ain't going nowhere out of my jurisdiction. Like, this shit's such a shit.
Before you will, okay? Because he was causing a scene out here.
That's like I told you, he can technically cite.
He can write you a citation.
Yeah.
And y'all can go to court.
And they can probably cite him for
that's gonna be-
disorderly.
Oh God. The rule across any jurisdiction, if you're gonna chase somebody out of yours into theirs, you have to notify because they can say no. Because you have no power in that jurisdiction.
Well, and he didn't even notify his office. He pretty much said that, his own office.
Of it. And if anything else happens, then we'll deal with that, all right? Where you live at? You live in Scott? Okay.
So real quick, can I just get your ID? That way I can log who you are.
Coming to our county, pursuing this deal.
And like I said, technically he can cite you for whatever.
The other cops giving him an earful now.
But him saying that you were fleeing into here and running a stop sign, yeah, if you were fleeing, you wouldn't have called.
But then you told me it's because I passed it.
There you go. Yeah.
Hang on, man.
Yeah, just keep that out in case he needs it for his
What
whatever.
did he say he stopped you for?
He said because I passed it.
Because you passed him?
Yeah.
He didn't say it was about speeding, nothing? And then he asked you for your driver's license multiple times?
But
I didn't stop either.
No,
did
the
you?
only reason I stopped was because somebody else, whoever he was called or was with, blocked the street. And like I was forced to pull up.
Yeah, so apparently there was a second vehicle.
Yeah.
She did stop, and he came up and said, whatever with, and what he was wearing in the vehicle. I told him I wouldn't have believed he was either.
I wouldn't either. I told him I'd have left too.
That's why when I saw him behind her when I was coming through here, I radioed. It's like, there's a vehicle with blue lights behind her, but it doesn't look like no police vehicle.
Look, I called in the police department and they told me to stop here. It should be an officer meeting. So that's what I pulled.
Yeah. So you're fine. He's going to write you a warning, okay? And then you and your dad can talk to whatever authorities there are in Jefferson County about this, okay? This is the most peaceful, quickest way to resolve this, all right? That warning doesn't require you to do anything. Except promise not to do it again.
I have a feeling he walked over there and had a come to Jesus meeting with him.
Yeah.
You know, you so adamant, you write a warning. Otherwise, I'm gonna push this thing up the chain.
Yeah. You're gonna reach state level really quick.
Yeah. They're all taking pictures of a squad car now.
Yeah, I would. How long did it take him to write it this morning?
She's out of control. You just need to go on down the road. You going to Scott? Is that where you live? All right. We got all your information for witnesses.
I got her.
They always need your phone number and all that.
Yeah, he's pushing it up the chain.
Real quick.
I
already
stopped
scanned
a
that.
nice lady and not some other England resident out here.
Here, I already scanned that with my thing. So, what's your phone number?
Yeah. Oh man, gonna be a fucking.
And
hurt
that
after
license
this.
that was on your ID, is that still your current one?
Yeah.
Okay. Should be fine.
Law enforcement today ain't what it was 20 years ago.
Yeah. It's not even a manufacturer's grill. That's an aftermarket.
Yeah, that's a POV. That's
Oh, she's free to go.
Oh, you already got her info?
I got it.
Okay. Yeah, you're free to go.
Yeah, no, she's good to go. We're not doing this.
Yeah. Oh, almost forgot. He almost drove over the ditch to turning into the Dollar General when he was trying to follow her.
reckless.
I got out. I said, "What are you doing?"
It doesn't sound like it's a good traffic stop, so we should stick around, make sure you don't follow her. And
yeah, I was
not sure.
Back up now.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
That old boy was pretty pissed by the time that was done.
Oh yeah.
All right, with that, I'm Whiskey 77.
And I'm 3 beers.
We are Assholes React every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We just started a little early tonight to jump on a high-speed chase.
That wasn't so high speed.
Well, it wasn't high speed. Fucker couldn't even run more than 10 feet before he got caught. Jesus.
Yeah.
You got to get double the charges just for the public embarrassment. Christ. With that, we'll see y'all later. You have a good night. We see you next Sunday, 9 p.m.
Oh, there she is. There she is. Why did she make that look hard? Everyone did it.
We take it higher. Watch the fence, we tear them apart. You step out of line, we hit you hard. I think they run the show. Push your power where they shouldn't go. We come out, spit on that thing. Respect the law, or ditch your own grave. natural, no filter here.